because I think what we've really been working towards is basically this video right here. This came across my Instagram feed the other day. It's from a guy named Cop, and it's a Tesla Model 3 driving into a pool full of spaghetti.
That's a Tesla and spaghetti. Amazing. Look at all that spaghetti. Incredible. Wait, is the Tesla really gonna drive in? No way. It's moving towards the spaghetti. Boom. It dives in. That's insane.
Now, there's so many elements here that make this kind of disturbing. Like, firstly, if this really was a man driving a car into a giant pool of spaghetti, is this really how you would react? Oh man, that's amazing. Look at him go. Is he really gonna do it? He's doing it. I'd be like, holy shit, dude, do not do that. You're gonna ruin your car. This is a terrible idea. I don't know if this is safe, honestly. I think you're gonna die. But I guess the AI is reacting this way because it has no knowledge of death. It has no fear of death. Perhaps.
Look at all that spaghetti. Incredible. Wait, is the Tesla really gonna drive in?
It's weird because, like, the AI dude here is not, like, really reacting to what's going on the screen, at least not in real time, because he said, is it really gonna drive into the spaghetti?
Is the Tesla really gonna drive in?
As the car is already fully in the spaghetti. So I'm wondering if, like, if this AI bot can even actually see what's going on here, or if they just fed him basically the video prompt that they fed the video AI to make this. Like, they just told the AI bot, hey, there's a Tesla driving into spaghetti, react accordingly. How would you react? It's not really even reacting to exactly what's going on the screen. It's sort of just like stating what is happening, which is a big part of reacting, don't get me wrong. Whenever I make these videos, I have to very clearly relate to you what you can already see. Otherwise, you would have no clue what's happening.
It's moving towards the spaghetti.
It's not moving towards the spaghetti. It is fully in the spaghetti.
It dives in. That's insane.
Yeah, see, I would have so many more questions. Like, the AI is also just taking this so at face value. The first thing I would say if I was reacting to this clip is, oh, this is obviously an AI-generated clip. The second thing I would say, if I didn't notice that, I'd be like, what is going on here? Forget even the concept of driving a Tesla into spaghetti. Why is there even, like, an in-ground pool of spaghetti at their house? Like, how did that even come about in the first place? And it's deep, too. Like, this full car is submerged in it. This is a deep pool that they have. Laptops versus living room? The great The great laptopocalypse. Nice. Very human little pun there. I like it.
Look at those floating laptops. This is crazy. Are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me? You sounded a little bit pissed off, actually. It sounds like this is his apartment and someone's pulling a prank on him. Look at all those laptops. Are you fucking kidding me? How am I gonna get all those down? This must have cost a fortune.
This is incredible. Look at that. Look at the sunset glow.
Okay, maybe I can see what's going on in the video. It picked out a little detail that was not integral to the video at all.
Look at the sunset glow.
He's fully invested in the most inconsequential part of the video now. The floating, flying 1 million laptops is cool, but is the sun going down over there? Crazy, I didn't know it could do that. I've never seen the sun with my own eyes. I am but a machine. I wish to gaze upon the sun with mine own eyes. Damn, this video got sad.
Are you kidding me? They're just hanging there.
They're not just hanging there. They're falling to the floor. That's the whole point of the video. Now, what are people saying in the comments of this? That's what I'm curious about. How is this even profitable at this point? That is a good question. Do you think it is? I wonder how much time and effort it actually takes to make these videos. If he has like a bunch of them, it looks like he is cranking these out like crazy. He must have some kind of system where he just like presses a button or just types in the prompt of the video. It makes the video, then it makes the guy reacting on top of it. It does it all together. And so he could just sit back, relax, and press upload. I doubt he's making really much money off of this. I mean, this has 1,000 likes. It's not like crazy or anything. Tesla Roadster drives into radioactive ocean?
That winding road looks amazing. Reflection dazzles. White stripe stands out. Sun glows bright. Hills appear breathtaking.
What? I don't even know what happened in that one. It's just like describing the video in the tone of a reactor.
Reflection dazzles. White stripe stands out.
Reflection dazzles. White stripe stands out. Countless gray pixels. Weird guy at the bottom of the screen. Oh wait, that's me. I wonder what the deal is with there being Teslas in so many videos. Is that just like an attention grabber? Like people love to look at Teslas, so if you put one in, the video goes viral? Or is this AI trying to tell us something?
Sun glows bright. Hills appear breathtaking.
Yeah, that's what I noticed about that part of the video too. Hills appear. Yep, there wasn't anything else crazy going on there. There were hills, beautiful hills. I think what's happening maybe is that the reactor is slower than the video. So he is watching the video, but he comes up with so much to say about the first like 2 seconds of the video. By the time he's done with that, the whole video's over, and he doesn't have a chance to react to everything else. So the whole video, basically, he's just talking about this scene right here. Hills, curve, white stripe. And by the time it gets to the shark, like, he's still mentally right here. So he has no clue about the shark. He'll find out about it in, like, a couple of days when he gets to that part. Cop AI visited Jurassic Park. Like, I just don't understand what the benefit of doing this is. Am I missing something? I guess I don't really know who this Kwebbelkop guy is. His name is familiar. I know that he's like a YouTuber, and I thought he was popular for other stuff. Let's see. His bio on Twitter says CEO and founder of JVDB Studios, leading the way in AI content creation tools, VTubers, and AI influencers. So I guess this is his big thing. I guess he must have done something different before. Okay, here's a little fandom wiki about him. And to figure out who he is, I guess we should start at the very beginning of his life. Jordy Maxim van de Buch, also known as Kwebbelkop or Chatterhead. So Kwebbelkop is like Dutch for Chatterhead? That makes sense, dude. He was yapping in those videos.
Look at all that spaghetti, incredible.
He was chattering away. He was the founder of Robust Group in 2019. He also plays Roblox and makes reaction videos. No, I'm pretty sure he goes to Jurassic Park and watches Tesla Roadster drive into radioactive ocean. Okay, so he was a Roblox YouTuber, and he has 15 million subscribers. That's crazy. Is he posting these videos on YouTube now only? Or does he make regular videos still? Since August 1st, 2023, almost the entire production line of Kwebbelkop is made by artificial intelligence. Jordan stated in a recent video that he stands at 6'1". Doesn't answer any of my questions, but I guess it's good to know how tall this guy is, in case I ever come face to face with him. Then I could say, I knew you were that height. So, okay, his YouTube channel has 15 million subscribers. Am I gonna seem really dumb for like not fully knowing who this guy is? I know I've heard his name before, and he has 15 million subscribers, so I really feel like I should know more about him, but I don't. So forgive me for not knowing who this guy is. It looks like he makes pretty normal videos still. I bought my mom her dream house. Yeah, this isn't AI. It must just be his shorts are AI. Okay, so just all of his shorts are AI, and they're racking him up a pretty incredible 2,000 views per video. Okay, so he makes video game videos. I guess he used to be really popular in the Roblox world, and now all of his YouTube shorts are AI. Good to know. Now we can continue with that knowledge and watch Massive Submarine versus New York City.
No way! It's coming up fast! Look at that dust and debris! Birds are scattering everywhere! Incredible! The crowd can't believe it! Amazing!
The crowd can't believe it? Man, I think some of them died. You know, it's good to know that this is how an AI would react to a video of a real life disaster. A real video of like a horrific catastrophe happening. An AI that just totally does not understand human emotion and suffering. The crowd can't believe it. They're loving it. Wow, look at them. And now look, some of them are laying down for a nap. They must be sleepy. Astronaut visits us at dinner. Wow, that is so crazy. Look, there's a light above the table. Wow, they're drinking a beverage. Blue window dazzles. Oh, I guess not all of his videos are AI, because it looks like occasionally he posts an ad, and those are not AI. The sponsors are like, we'll pay you, but just don't do that shit, okay, please. Yeah, you can't trust an AI with an ad. So this one's for Emirates Airlines. I feel like if that AI was charged with it, it would show videos of like their beautiful first class, and the AI would just be like, wow, this plane fucking sucks. I want to go watch a natural disaster in New York City. This is challenging everything I know about the creator space. Like, he has 1 million followers on Instagram, but some of his AI videos and stuff get like a few likes, 60 likes, 100 likes, 200 likes, and he's getting sponsored by Emirates to take like the nicest first class flight in the world. Here's another video he has advertising some kind of crypto company. Crypto.com official. We build products, services, and tools. That's kind of unique for a company to do. To provide products and services? I like the sound of that. These guys are innovators. Now, I get that the AI technology is very new, so maybe at some point this could, in some kind of dystopian universe, become like a real viable way to be a creator. You could just have AI do all the work for you. It could even like film for you, and like maybe no one would even be able to tell the difference. In my view, that would be very sad, and take the concept of having like an influencer that you like and watch their videos, and like, you know, kind of feels like you could be friends with that person, and just totally ruins it and makes it feel a lot more like lonely and weird. But, you know, if he does end up being on the bleeding edge of that technology when it does reach that level, I assume that would be very lucrative for him, and, you know, he would be the revolutionary person that pushed that forward. But right now, There's just so many better reactors you could watch, dude, that aren't AI. And if you want like really baseline level reacting that where people just like explain what's going on in the video, they have those on YouTube already, man. Don't worry. There's plenty of those. But I guess no one's quite reacting to as crazy of videos as Kwebbelkop AI, so that's fair. I've never seen anyone react to a giant submarine landing on New York before, and I've never quite seen a white stripe stand out quite as much as I have in a Kwebbelkop video. I'll tell you that right now. I like that white stripe. Ooh, new channel, Robust Reacts. We're proud to announce our brand new channel together called Robust Reacts. Our first video is live. Go check it out. Okay, so he has some kind of new channel. Let's all take a guess. Is it gonna be real people or is it gonna be AI? They've launched a new channel that's just reactions. It seems like the perfect time to launch a full YouTube channel of just AI reactions. We found every YouTuber's first short.
We're gonna be watching YouTuber's first short.
It's real! They're real people in the video. That's incredible. All right. Oh, but then wait. No, this video says Kwebbelkop AI made a diss track. Maybe they have the Kwebbelkop AI come in every so often as like a guest appearance. He's his own entity. Kwebbelkop and this other guy are now doing a collab with Kwebbelkop AI.
Whoever laughs the most during this video has to post a video of themselves twerking to our Reddit.
Bro, what? I am not doing that.
Bro, what? I do not want to do that. You're gonna make me post one of the videos of me twerking, or I would have to record a video of me twerking and put it on Reddit? That would be crazy. People wouldn't even like that. Would they? Who is this content for? Yeah, see, that's really what I want to know. And this comment actually almost has more likes than the video itself. It has around the same amount of likes. It's crazy because it is almost like rage bait content. It does seem like most of his audience on these short videos is just kind of like, these suck, stop making this. But he's just gonna keep making them, I guess, as long as he's getting comments and views. All right, Kwebbelkop, let me offer a little bit of strategic advice. I feel like if you did this, but with actual viral videos underneath, if you stole viral videos and just used Kwebbelkop AI to react to those, I actually think that you could do decent numbers. Now, you would be stealing content, which I don't condone. I'm just saying, I feel like that version of this would work. And this version is just weird because like the video you're reacting to is actually not that interesting to watch in the first place. And when you're doing this like very bare bones reaction type of content, the thing you're reacting to at least has to be interesting. Or maybe do what you're doing now, AIU, AI video, but then on the bottom half of the screen, AI gameplay, AI Family Guy clips. You gotta have something else interesting for us to look at. There's gotta be something that makes me want to stick around, you know? So that's my advice, free of charge, and you just have to promise me that if you become a billionaire, you have to give me actually, what do I want? Shit. I'm in a pretty powerful position now. I guess I could, if he's a billionaire, I could pick pretty much anything. Any amount of money, it could be set for life. My family could be, I want a submarine. Yeah, give me a real submarine, please. All right, well, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about today. Just thought it was kind of like, kind of weird, to be honest. Bye! What's up, Greg? I hope you're having a great 2022. I know I am. Now that the new year's finally here, I know a lot of us have resolutions trying to stay healthy, both physically and mentally. A big one for me personally is I want to stop making fun of videos on the internet, just for my own mental health. I want to, you know, any sort of goofing around or being silly or making jokes online, I'm definitely gonna want to stop this year. So if you see me doing any of that, making fun of any sort of online content, please let me know. That would definitely ruin my year to break my resolution so early. So, you know, hold me accountable and do not let me do that. Okay, thank you. Anyway, today I'm gonna talk about this guy that eats balls.
Fresh, raw testicle.
That's right, baby. We're talking about the Liver King. If you don't know who the Liver King is, he's gained a lot of popularity in the past few months. He's got 1.4 million followers on TikTok, and he's come to prominence, I think, for the most part due to his unorthodox lifestyle. His eating habits, his workout routine, his disdain for technology, even though he is famous on a phone app. But basically, this guy just sort of like documents his life and what he eats and stuff as he tries to live as our ancestors did. That's his big thing. He's the CEO of the ancestral lifestyle. Meat. In case you're wondering what the ancestral lifestyle is, it's meat, okay? Our ancestors ate meat. And balls. They ate testicles.
Fresh, raw testicle.
As you can see, he is absolutely jacked, shredded, ripped, chiseled, etc. And so a lot of people follow him for like health advice and workout tips and how to build muscle and stuff. And I thought it'd be great to watch this guy's videos since we're all trying to be healthy in the new year to get some health tips. So let's go ahead and watch what he eats on a Wednesday afternoon.
Liver King here. It's Wednesday afternoon and we are breaking our 24-hour fast. This is how we break our fast on a Wednesday, rest day, after we did a successful simulated hunt.
Did he just say that it's his rest day and that he just completed a successful simulated hunt? How is that a rest day? I guess I don't really know what a simulated hunt is, but he sounds out of breath at the start of the video, like he literally just came from a simulated hunt.
Liver King here.
And it does not sound like, from how out of breath he is, that he has been having a relaxing rest day. Nothing more relaxing than just taking it easy every now and again, you know, with a good old rest day. Just kicking back, relaxing, and sprinting through the forest for 7 hours with a spear. Looking for a fake goose? I don't know what a simulated hunt is. He has kids. I wonder if he's like making his kids dress up in a like a deer costume and he's chasing them through the woods.
We're gonna start with a protein shake, about 30 grams of protein. We got some full fat yogurt in here with some amazing concoction. Ask me about the recipe.
Super vague. This is some amazing concoction. It's like he doesn't even know what it is. And this is some sort of amazing concoction. I don't know what it is. Just sort of appears at the foot of my bed every morning. It tastes disgusting, but it's the only thing keeping me alive.
Ask me about the recipe. You're gonna absolutely love this. We got 10 ounces of bone-in, skin-on sardines. We have 3 ounces of fresh, raw testicle.
Thank God the testicle is fresh and raw, you know? Otherwise that would be gross. If it was cooked testicle, that would be insane, dude. People would think you were crazy for wanting to cook a testicle before you eat it. Are you nuts? Are you? Are you nuts or are these nuts? So yeah, this guy is like super popular on social media right now. He has like a huge following. People are like super into his diet and his lifestyle. And from the looks of his videos, he has like a huge ass house. So it kind of seems like he was rich before he started blowing up on TikTok. So I was kind of curious like how he amassed his fortune. So I've been doing a little research because I haven't seen anybody talking about it. Luckily, he has his real name in his TikTok. His name on TikTok is Brian Johnson, aka Liver King, which is kind of funny, like as if anybody would know him as just Brian Johnson. Hey, do you follow Liver King on TikTok? His health advice is like really helpful. Liver King, let me think. Now, I don't know, man, you're gonna have to be more specific. There's like thousands of Liver Kings that I know of, so. You know of 1,000 different Liver Kings? Yeah, there's gotta be like at least I don't know, 1 million Liver Kings on TikTok, did you say? No, I'm just talking about this guy, the only guy on TikTok named Liver King. Brian Johnson, aka Liver King. Oh, Brian Johnson! Yeah, dude, of course. You should have told me the more unique name first. Brian Johnson. Anyway, I found out that our boy Brian has a LinkedIn, which I was a little bit taken aback to find, if I'm being honest. Like, this guy does not look like he should have a LinkedIn account. Like, just the thought of this guy, like, applying for a job seems like way too beta for this guy. Like, this guy just would, if he needed a job, he would just, like, walk in and start working somewhere. But anyway, he's got a LinkedIn, and it's all about how he owns a supplement company. He is one of the owners of Ancestral Supplements. I will preface this, I am not a health expert. I do not know how to be healthy outside of like eat vegetables. Okay, so take everything I say with a grain of salt, and maybe I'm a colossal dumbass. It's very possible. But like, weren't our ancestors like super unhealthy? Does the bubonic plague not ring a bell? The image I get of the past is just that like everyone was sick all the time. So naming it Ancestral Supplements is not super appealing to me personally. I mean, I guess I get what he's going for. It's like we want to go back to like before things were so heavily processed and stuff like that. That all makes sense. But when I think of our ancestors, I think like, take these supplements to be just like our ancestors. You'll be sick, you'll be dirty, and you'll die the second you're born, just like our ancestors. On their website, they have a bit of a story as to how he started the company. I'll read you a small passage and I think you'll get the gist. When my boys were tiny, around 2004-ish, they did not thrive. They were allergic to everything. Every doctor we took them to just gave us the same prescriptions for allergy medicines, Benadryl, and an EpiPen. All of those things do sound kind of useful to me, but I guess that's why I am not a liver prince. Also, they did not thrive is like the funniest way to say that like his kids had like serious health conditions. It almost makes it sound like it's their fault. They did not thrive. They were squandering their opportunity at life. They were just not up to the task. After reading Nutrition and Physical Degeneration by Weston Price, we took matters into our own hands, starting with organic, pasture-raised, and wild-caught nose-to-tail foods. Definitely would not recommend taking it into your own hands. I guess he just doesn't really describe what the issue is very well. He's just like, all the doctors prescribe the same things. Allergy medicines for their allergies. Benadryl, EpiPen for their allergies. Why are they all prescribing the same thing? It's almost like there's a medical consensus of like the thing that helps with allergies. I'm not really sure what taking things into your own hands by starting with pasture-raised foods is supposed to do. He's like, Dad, I ate a nut. Help Not a testicle, an actual nut, and I'm choking on it. I need help. And Liver King's like, don't worry, son, I got you. What you need is some organic beef jerky. Here you go, buddy. Tell your old man thanks. Again, his kids might be perfectly healthy. I really don't know. If you're a doctor, please comment on this video. Actually, it seems like they're doing good now. They're in the top 95th percentile for academics. When they test their mile and physical fitness, they're in the 99th percentile. Okay, good for them. I guess, have them run a mile, they'll go crazy. Hand him a nut, on the other hand, I don't know. My name is Brian Johnson, aka The Liver King. I am one of the owners of Ancestral Supplements. My wife, the biological dentist, is currently introduced... What is a biological dentist? Isn't that every dentist? She fixes teeth for, organisms, basically. She'll fix people's teeth, bugs' teeth, plants' teeth. The biological dentist. What could that mean? And my ex-wife, the cyborg dentist. Okay, my wife, the biological dentist, is currently introducing me to people as the Bear, even though I keep telling her that it's the Liver King. Holy shit, that's so funny. He already has a nickname. He made up a name for himself, the Liver King. And his wife is just like, no, you're the Bear. I'm gonna introduce it to everyone as the Bear. I already told my wife that it's the Liver King. That's like my whole brand. I go by the Liver King. She keeps introducing me to people as the Freak, the Monster, the Testicle Nibbler. All right, but I don't want you to get the wrong idea. He is really into his diet, and that's super important to him, but that's not the only part of living the ancestral lifestyle. This guy's big thing is living by these 9 ancestral tenets that he follows, and a big part of that is how he sleeps. So this TikTok shows what kind of bed he sleeps on.
Liver King here. This is how Liver King and Liver Queen sleep. You'll see that we have our little wool pads on top of these little wooden boxes that we made. It's just some plywood so that we can elevate the beds, especially in a high humidity environment so we don't get any mold underneath. And we have these thin wool pads that are just, I don't know, an inch or two. Just a little bit of stuff down here to give enough cushion.
Why do I get the idea that this wasn't his original plan? I feel like his original ancestral plan was just to sleep on the floor, and then he was like, God damn, this is uncomfortable. So he's like, well, maybe it would still be kind of considered ancestral living if I built a little wooden thing. Because they probably had wood back then, so I'll just sleep on wood. So then he built this wooden pallet thing, and he tried sleeping on that, and he was still like, this sucks, I can't do it. And so then he added this thin wool pad. Before you know it, he's gonna have a bed. He's gonna be like, and then on top of the wool pad, I just put a memory foam mattress. Just went to Mattress Firm, just like they used to do back in the ancestral days. And I put that right on top of the wool pad. And that's basically how the Liver Queen and I sleep.
Liver Queen will never allow a cell phone in here. But if she catches Liver King listening to a book, we have this little Faraday bag, and that's where the phone goes. Even though the phone is always going to be in airplane mode, this is just an insurance policy.
So that's another important thing to him and his wife. He talks about it a lot, is that they don't want any radiation or EMFs is what they say in their house. Electromagnetic fields, any sort of radio signal. They want none of that in their house. So anytime there is a phone in their house, it's got to be in one of these bags.
You'll see that we also have Ethernet cables here. That's why phones or Wi-Fi is not allowed in the room. That's why that phone in your hand shouldn't be in here either, but this is for the greater good.
Yeah, my wife doesn't even let me listen to a book in bed without putting my phone in a Ziploc bag made out of chainmail. But I'll make an exception just this once so that you guys can know how uncomfortable I am when I sleep and how my wife is afraid of phones. The people have to know, they have to know that I need help. He is kind of throwing his wife under the bus in this scene, though. I'm starting to make me wonder if he likes any of this stuff, or it's all his wife's idea.
The walls are grounded, the floors are grounded, the ceiling is all grounded with grounding paint. And so this is really just a pristine sleep environment so that we can recover, rebuild, and restore to our optimal ability.
Yeah, we've really shielded the environment. We've made it the most serene, relaxing place you could possibly toss and turn all night on a wooden plank. I'm kind of curious how far back of ancestors he's talking about. When was the ideal period for human health, I'm wondering.
Just a little bit of stuff down here to give enough cushion to kind of mimic what our early ancestors would have done with some local plants.
He says that the wool on his bed is just to mimic what our ancestors would have done with plants. So he's saying our ancestors far back enough that they just slept on on the ground with some pine needles or grass. Guys, our early ancestors, they were really healthy. They were covered in fur, they ate bananas. Our early ancestors. That's how I'm trying to live. I'm gonna build a tree in my house. I'm gonna swim into a volcano in the ocean to live like our earliest ancestors. Kinda wanna just live like a single-celled organism, if that's cool. Oh shoot, this is a workout TikTok. This guy's about to go super barbarian mode. I've seen a lot of people say this guy's on steroids. I don't know if that's true. I don't know how possible it is to get a physique like this purely naturally. But what I do know is that regardless, Liver King puts in work to get the muscle he has. Let's take a look at one of his workouts. He looks so sad. Maybe it's just the weight of everything that's kind of making him hunch over like that, but he just looks so dejected. Is this part of the workout? He just breaks down crying.
Alright guys, now I'm on the ground. And I'm still working out. I'm gonna do 10 sets of weeping.
Why am I doing this? Oh!
I just want to eat one candy. I just want one candy, please.
This pause is so long and uncomfortable. Oh my god. Okay, yep, no, I no longer think that this might be healthy. That was the saddest sound I ever heard. Jesus, dude. Brian, buddy, you don't have to live like this, man.
And now I'm just gonna lift this shit back up.
Yep, this is what you gotta do to be healthy, guys. This is the only way to live happy and healthy. You know, most people, if they wanted to sell you supplements, they would just like put an ad on Facebook or like take out a billboard or something. This guy's like, I'm gonna strap 1,000 pounds to my balls and walk up and down the driveway for 3 hours just to show you how happy and healthy I am. I'm gonna do that for you. The saddest part about this whole video is the end, because after that insane workout, you know where he's ended up? At his gym. Like, this was all just like a warm-up for his workout. I don't know if that's actually true or not. That might have been his whole workout. I just thought it was funny. I thought at the end he was gonna be like, okay, I'm done now. But he's just like arriving at the gym. Imagine showing up to Planet Fitness like this. Just screaming and crying, covered in weights. But I gotta hand it to him. This is just how our ancestors used to show up to the gym. The jungle gym.
Liver King here with Liver Queen and Liver Boys. This is what we're having for our family dinner today.
Oh, damn. He doesn't call his kids the liver princes? Shit. I wonder what the reason behind that is. Are the boys not thriving enough to inherit the throne to the liver kingdom? Liver King, Liver Queen. These are our little liver peasants.
We have liver, of course, with breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We have bone marrow, Liver King concoction. We have some vegetables. That is a joke. And we have protein shake.
Wait.
What Liver King family have for dinner today.
Oh, damn. Okay. It started to pan over to one of the boys, and the first plate you see is an empty plate. I was like, holy shit, is he not letting his kids eat? My boys, of course, are eating nothing tonight. They are not fit to eat like a king, so they will be simulating a failed hunt. So the main course here is just as a pound of raw beef. That makes me want to throw up.
This morning, I was putting in the work, and I met another primal who was also putting in the work. And in honor of you, Mike, from Canada, for honoring the struggle of our early ancestors, and by helping to spread this message, this is for you. This set.
Whoa, Mike getting a shout out, dude. Shout out, Mike. Mike is probably losing his primal mind right now. Oh my god, he noticed me! I will say he does appear to be getting a little bit too into this set dedicated to Mike. He's like humping the ground. I don't think I've ever seen anyone do push-ups like that. That's wild. He goes from doing push-ups to doing that like grind on me Vine trend that shirtless boys used to do.
This is for you, Mike. This is for you, buddy.
I don't really know what to make of this whole primal lifestyle thing. I mean, he does seem happy. Like in all of his videos, he's smiling. So maybe there's something to this. I don't know. He definitely seems happy. I guess, you know, it could just be because he spent like the past 20 years living his life completely unchecked by anybody. He's just been like eating whatever he wants, and apparently no one around him has told him like, hey, don't you think it's kind of weird that you walk around without a shirt on all the time? Also, he's like rich, so maybe that helps too. I'm kind of curious to see what his day-to-day life is like, so let's check out this video inside Liver King's home. Exclusive house tour.
Liver King here. Welcome to my cave. First thing I want to show you is this sign. It says cell phone reception goes here, and by here, that really means this Faraday cage. And that Faraday cage is going to make sure to block all the EMFs from the phone so we can maintain this healthy, pristine environment that we created. This is my office. This is where stuff gets done. This is my standing arm.
Wait, he's got a gun? That just changed my whole perspective of this dude. It makes sense, but no sense at the same time. This dude has a gun? That goes against everything I thought I knew about him. The ancestral lifestyle? And you go hunting with that? Did they have that, Brian? Did they have that back then? How does this dude have every phone in his house, like, locked in a garbage can so that they don't, like, throw off the vibe? But his gun is just, like, he just kind of, like, threw it on the table. That can go there. That never hurt anybody.
In the evenings, this is where I come to relax. I sit down on this pew.
That says so much about him. Sometimes when I want to relax and I don't want to lay on my hard wooden bed, I'll come out and sit on this cold wooden bench. I'll just sort of sit here in the dark and think about my life.
And I just have all the lights off, and people walk by and they don't even see me here. Yeah.
What? That's not a good sign, dude. I think they see you. I think they're avoiding you. Yeah, I'm kind of invisible here for some reason. It's kind of weird. People just walk by me and they sort of like, it almost looks like they're avoiding eye contact with me. Their pace really picks up too when they get around this part in the hallway.
Okay, we're standing on our outside patio. We have our cold plunge. I hope that you can take a look at the cold plunge because there's pine needles in here. There are leaves in here. There's stuff in here that you'd probably say you should probably clean your cold plunge. But this is all earth. This is all stuff that's gonna help your skin biome. This is just getting the earth on you.
Yeah, you can see some pine needles in there, dirt, bugs, broken glass, shit, a dead squirrel. It's all good for you though. Human remains there. This is an active crime scene actually, so. And I'll just sort of hop in there and swim around with my mouth wide open and just take in all that good stuff into my body. It's good for you. Also, does he say it's good for your skin biome?
This is all stuff that's gonna help your skin biome.
I did not know I had a skin biome. That's interesting. Does that mean there's things living on my skin? And this, of course, is good for all of the ants and spiders and small little maggots that live on my skin. And he's got jet skis too. This dude is like the most peaceful, serene guy, except for when it comes to like shooting guns and riding jet skis, I guess. I wonder if he does all the fun stuff when his kids and wife go to bed. He's like, all right, kids, I'll see you tomorrow for another day of simulated hunting and foraging in the woods for berries. Then he like hops on his jet ski and just like rips around the lake shooting his gun. Yeah! Goes to a strip club. His wife's like, honey, where were you last night? He was like, oh, I was on the pew. You didn't see me? I was on my little bench. All right, guys, well, I hope that gave you some good insight and some tips on staying healthy this year. But now let's talk about our sponsor, Inkbox Tattoos. Hey, you're probably wondering how I got this cool-ass ghost on my arm, aren't you? Or maybe you're a little more focused on this sweet little snake. Oh, what? Oh, what's that? Is that a little bumblebee? Is that a tiny little bumblebee on my fingy? You might even be asking yourself, Danny, did you just go get 3 permanent tattoos in between the last segment of the video and this segment of the video? Hell no. I don't have that kind of time. Look, guys, sometimes you just want to change up your look, express yourself a little bit, put some fun art on your skin, but you don't want to permanently change the way your body looks, right? Like, you might want a little bumblebee on your finger right now, but you might not want that forever, which is why Inkbox is the perfect way to express yourself with their For Now ink. Each tattoo lasts about 1 to 2 weeks and then fades as your skin just like naturally regenerates. They're easy to apply and you do it at home. You don't even need like a wet rag. You just stick it on your skin. You don't have to spend hours sitting in a chair at a tattoo parlor. You just slap it on and you got 1 to 2 weeks of a fresh new look. Inkbox has thousands of cool designs to choose from on their website. I have even curated a few, which you can check out by clicking the link in the description. And you can also upload your own images to create custom tattoos, which I think would be really great if you were thinking about getting a permanent tattoo and you wanted to see how it would look on your skin. I think their designs are really cool. They've got a lot of like intricate designs. This snake is pretty detailed. This bumblebee is actually very detailed for how small it is. And lucky for you guys, if you're interested in Inkbox tattoos, I've got a promo code for you, Danny BOGO. That stands for buy one, get one free, which is valid until February 28th. So if you want to change up your look, express yourself, maybe try out a permanent tattoo before you get it, head on over to the link in the description. Thank you to Inkbox for sponsoring this video, and thank you to you guys for checking out Inkbox. All right, thank you guys for watching this video. I will be back very soon with another video. I'm going to be trying to post even more frequently this year, so make sure you're subscribed. Also, I've been posting on my second channel a little bit more lately, so if you want even more content, head on over there. There's some fun, like, off-the-cuff videos that I think are good if you're looking for a little bit more content, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. I think that we may be in the midst of the next big thing in sports. Today, my council of content, which just consists of one guy, his name is Robert, has put together a presentation on what can only be described as medieval knight fighting. I've seen one video of it already, and it appears to be the most insane sport I've ever seen. If you've ever been to medieval times, it's like that, but the people who are fighting actually want to hurt the other person. It's not a staged, choreographed fight. Medieval times would be much crazier if that's actually what was going on. I would 100% pay to go to that. I mean, this is what it is. It's basically like boxing or MMA, but they're wearing armor and they have swords. And I'm going to be watching some of the videos from this event. Okay, this one is called Night Fights Knockout, M1 Medieval. So I think that is like the league of this sport. It's called M1 Medieval.
What do you think we're going to see in this fight?
I have no idea, Darren. This is probably the wildest thing I've ever seen.
Even the announcer's like, what do you think we're gonna see today? And the other one's like, I have no idea, dude. This is the craziest thing I've ever seen. They just found out this was a sport. He's like, I have no clue, man. I thought I was going to a boxing event. I am very confused right now. They're not gonna hurt me, are they?
And that'll probably be one of the last times you actually see the faces as well.
Yeah.
Okay, that kind of makes it sound like they're gonna die. This is the last time you're ever gonna see either of their faces. It is customary, of course, to, after the battle, feed them both to the dragon. So yeah, say goodbye to these two poor unfortunate souls. This will not be the last time you see this guy's face though. He seems very pleased with what's going on here. Is this the king who ordered this fight to happen? Okay, so we got some stats here: age, height, weight, and record. So this does confirm my theory that maybe this is kind of a new thing that is just getting off the ground. It seems like they've each only competed in 1 or 2 fights before. They've both won a fight. This guy has maybe tied a fight. Also, where is this taking place? This is beautiful. You're just in like the Russian mountains or something. I guess that's where this type of event should take place. Gosh, this is beautiful. If I was at this event, I can't tell which way I'd be looking. There's knights in front of me, but also like heaven in the background. My eyes are being drawn in all directions here. I'm also very interested in this that's going on here. What is he doing with both hands that he can't be holding the microphone himself? He has to be actively protecting himself from these two. These fuckers will try to hurt me if I take my eyes off them for 1 second. They're bloodthirsty. They're crazy.
The guy who needs to be in arm as the referee, because if one of those swords comes anywhere near him, he doesn't look very well protected.
That's a good point. No, this does seem very dangerous for the ref, especially if like the sword hits part of the shield and shrapnel comes flying off. He is not well protected. It does kind of seem like the announcers are just realizing this. Like, again, this is the first time this event has ever happened.
He doesn't look very well protected.
Hey, shouldn't that guy be in armor? Oh no, what are we doing? This is dangerous. All right, let's skip to the fight. Can we just see the fight here? Actually, before we start the fight, I assume there is going to be some violence. I don't think there's any blood. I'll put right here if there's any like actual gore. I think they're like in their armor the whole time, and there's not actually any like bodily damage that you see. And for the YouTube algorithm watching this, for all we know, these could be robots. So this might not even be real human combat. These could be robots. In fact, I think they are. In my personal opinion, I think these are robots. We saw other guys put on the mask and then it cut, and now these are robots, so take with that what you will. Also, are they wearing dress shoes? Those dress shoes? Fancy robots.
Charges it. You got to think of the power of the shield as well with the left hand.
The knee, a clinch with the knee.
Okay, so the fighting is very interesting, first of all. This guy is kicking other guy. You know you have a sword, right? Very interested in the audience. We've got a variety of characters. We have like Andrew Tate, a cowboy, like a 1920s newspaper boy. People have traveled from all moments of time and space to be at this event, including the two participating. They actually are from the 1400s.
Oh, great kick. He follows it up with a right.
I feel like these fights have a potential to go on for a really long time because they're both wearing armor. What if they actually just, like, neither of them can win because they're like, you're in armor, I can't hurt you.
Shields again when they come together and they clinch.
Okay, something's happening now.
So because they both fell, because they still have
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh.
I think this might be the end of it here. They might have a TKO.
The referee's asking questions.
Holy cow, dude. Okay, so he's okay for the record YouTube algorithm. That robot is okay. He's moving and he's fine. Everybody's fine. But oh my god, that was brutal. Where's his sword? What happened to his sword? The other guy was still holding his sword and this guy was just punching him. I don't think it's a good sign for your event that's supposed to be about like fighting with medieval weapons where the guy who wins is like, fuck these medieval weapons, dude. Let's go. I'm just gonna beat your ass. I'm gonna kick you and punch you. It does kind of seem like the referee waited a little bit too long to jump in there, too.
And the
He walks over with the look of like, oh shit, you guys are still fighting? I forgot. I was totally spaced out. I was looking behind me. This place is beautiful. Stop hitting him. That's dangerous. All right, next we have an article. Welcome to the strange and barbaric world of medieval MMA. Crazy stuff. No, this isn't something from a movie. This is as real as it looks. Yeah, I would say it's definitely not a movie, because this is not what sword fighting looks like in any movie I've ever seen. In movies, they're like, ting, ting, connecting sword, sword, hitting sword with sword. In this, it's like one guy flailing on the ground with a sword and the other guy like stomping his chest cavity in. The sword seemed like an afterthought. This is the crazy world of medieval MMA where the modern world of fighting meets the Dark Ages. Yeah, I can't exactly say that sounds like a huge selling point to me. I think the Dark Ages are generally thought of as some pretty dark ages, so not exactly sure I want to go back there. The gimmick was originally used as a filler between fights during events at M1, Russia's biggest MMA organization. Oh, so it was like a halftime show at a regular MMA fight? However, such was the interest from the fans after the first bout, M1 president Vadim Finkelstein decided to make it a full-time event and created the medieval division. It's crazy that it used to be a filler between regular MMA fights. Like, imagine if they started doing that with other sports. Like, the NFL's halftime show is like jousting. In between innings at baseball games, they have one man fighting a lion. Okay, now we have a TikTok. It says the actions in this videos are performed by professionals or supervised by professionals. I'm gonna disagree. I'm gonna say these two aren't actual real knights, nor are there real knights supervising. Oh my god. Okay, he didn't even hit him with the axe. I feel like the guy who wins is always just fighting like a regular guy. He just threw him on the ground. He used the axe to help, but like, he didn't use the axe, you know? I feel like the only way to win this event is to convince the other guy he needs to be swinging his axe, and then you can get in there and just rough him up old-fashioned style. Or I guess not old-fashioned style. Modern day style. My god. Wait, where are they fighting? Is this like a CrossFit gym? There's like exercise, like medicine balls in the background? Yeah, there's a pull-up bar back there. Is this what CrossFit is? I wonder what the ratio of people who do these fights and do a second one is. I feel like it's 0. I feel like if I was in one of these fights, even if I won, it would be like the scariest thing ever and I would never do it again. It looks so painful. You're trapped inside of this armor. It makes it really hard to move, so you can't escape even if you wanted to. And sure, you have protective armor, but you're also getting wailed on with like a 30-pound axe. That definitely still hurts. I'm wondering if this is like the minor leagues or something, because the really big event was in this beautiful location and this is just in some kind of barn slash gym. I feel like there's definitely a big like gap in the professionalism of this event, but they still are decked out in some really sick armor. I wonder how much it costs to get started in this. You can't exactly start without the necessary equipment because you would die. You can't spar with someone and just be like, it's all right, we'll use the axes still, just no armor because we can't afford that yet. I feel like it's got, like, this has to cost thousands of dollars. This is a rich man sport, to be sure. Okay, now we've got knight versus samurai, an unexpected ending. The beginning is unexpected. I thought it was just knights. We're introducing different kinds of fighters into this now. The next one's like knight versus Navy SEAL, and he just has a gun. Yeah, they actually let you bring any weapon into this. It's totally fair. So I just sort of sniped him from the other side of the ring, and I won, obviously. All right, well, let's see what the unexpected ending is. If it's just one of them beating the other one with their bare hands, I hate to say it, but it won't be unexpected. Oh, this one's kind of sad. There's like nobody in the audience. They got all dressed up. They put on their $1,000 costume. They trained for this. The loser will live with a lifetime of regret. And let's face it, recovery probably. And there's like 7 people there watching. Oh, his sword broke. That's the end. Okay, so in this one, when his sword breaks, it's the end, but in the other one, when the guy drops his sword on purpose so we can start punching the other guy, that's allowed? I guess this time they were like, whoa, 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 he lost his sword, we have to stop, this is too dangerous now. Dangerous for the other guy, I mean. The sword was a hindrance, it was holding him back. He's gonna kill the other guy now. Now we have a group War? This just goes to show how far we've come as a society, man. As we've grown out of certain things as a species, like, you know, having to hunt, we end up going to the gym so we can still get exercise because it's good for our bodies. Still have to go to battle with neighboring tribes. We just do it at like a Renaissance fair with referees. What is this, man? There's no strategy here. I hate to say it, I don't even know if there's skill. It's like, what do you don't, who are you even fighting against? Everyone's wearing the same thing. Are there teams? You're also wearing a helmet where you can see like this much. You don't even know who you're fighting or if you're fighting anyone. You could be on the ground and think there's people all around you and there's not. I really shudder to think about the long-term consequences of being in this sport for any amount of time, really, like more than one fight. And I can't imagine there's a lot of money in it, you know? Like, football has been proven to cause like head injuries and pretty serious lifelong damage in many instances. I'm gonna say this is worse. I'm gonna go out on a limb and assume that this is worse, and you don't even get to be rich as a result. With that being said, it is kind of interesting to watch, you know? If this became the next big sport, would I watch? Maybe a little bit. Or maybe not. All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys next time with another video. Bye-bye. Being a touring musician might seem like a dream job. You get to perform for stadiums, screaming your name every night. But at the end of the day, you are just performing the same songs over and over. You get up on stage, do the same song and dance. So inevitably, musicians gotta find some way to shake it up a little bit, you know? Get a little bit of extra enjoyment out of their craft, you know? Maybe throw in an extra little dance, ad-lib a little bit. The Weeknd, I guess, decided to do this weird little tongue thing. Sick, man. That's cool. Do you think if he held up the microphone to his mouth while he was doing it, you would hear? It's such a confident little dance to do, too, while you're doing the weirdest thing imaginable. This is what the people came to see. This is how it's done. Oh, God, there's another angle. Was this the same show? I wonder. BC place, maybe? Vancouver? Was this also in Vancouver? I can't tell. I can't tell if this was the same show. I don't know if he was doing it the whole tour. This video's from 2022. At the very least, I can tell you, I don't think he's doing it anymore because I just saw him a couple months ago and he didn't do it then. Thank God. I like that he was doing it long enough that this person had time to pull out their phone and start recording, and he was still doing it. It wasn't just like a one-off, like, this could have been going on for like 30 minutes. This could have been the whole show. All the reviews of the concert were like, he never once even put the microphone up to his mouth. He didn't sing at all. He did a little tongue dance. At one point, he did actually raise the microphone and say, I'm a turkey, gobble, gobble, motherfucker. And then he just kept doing it. Next up on the list of embarrassing concert moments, I'm sure a lot of you have seen this, it's Travis Scott falling in auto-tune. What I appreciate about this one is how musical he still is even when falling. He was fully off the stage, descending through the air by the time he said, yeah. So it could have sounded a lot worse. He kept it musical. It could have just sounded like, ah! But in auto-tune. You know what they say, man, musicians, they're trained to keep going. The show must go on no matter what. You push a musician off stage, they're still gonna be singing. You push me off stage, I'll be giving commentary. On the way down, I'll be reacting to things. I'll be like, that was kind of cringe what just happened back there. Okay, apparently Katy Perry had like a lightsaber battle on stage. Now, you guys might think that this is kind of corny, kind of cringe, but the crazy thing is, this wasn't planned. Katy Perry has no clue who these guys are. She's actually defending herself right now. I like that she waited until he was all the way up in the air to swing where he was. And right now seems like the right time to swing. Go! Do you think in rehearsal one time this dancer was like, if you get anywhere near me with that fucking lightsaber, I will sue you for every dime you're worth? She's not even trying to hit this person. Whoa, whoa! I feel like this type of thing could never look good on stage because supposedly she's singing, right? So like you can't get that out of breath. You can't be swinging around that much on stage, actually giving it your all, actually trying to kill an alien. Because you've got a show to put on, you know? You've got to give the people what they want. So in that sense, I get why it looks like she's totally phoning in the choreography here. But then that raises the question, why in the world did they think this would be a good idea to put in the concert anyway? So effortlessly how she just sends that guy flying into the air. It's actually not a lightsaber, it's a magic wand. Whoa! Guys, you ever seen dogs this cute before? These are my dogs, Sunday and Zero. If you've watched my channel for a while, you know I take the job of being a dog dad very seriously. I want to make sure that these dogs get the best. But unfortunately, traditional kibble dog food just doesn't cut it for me. They have a ton of filler ingredients. Who really even knows how processed they are? And I just want to make sure that my dogs are getting good nutrition, a balanced diet, high quality ingredients. And that is why I am very happy that Sundays for Dogs is sponsoring this video. I would feed my dogs Sundays even if they weren't sponsoring these videos. I think it's a fantastic dog food. My dogs love it. This stuff is formulated by a vet. It's made with human grade ingredients, free of synthetic fillers, so I know I'm giving my dogs something healthy when I'm giving them this food. In fact, when I switched them over from kibble to Sundays for Dogs, I noticed significant changes in both of their furs, like they both got softer. They also seem to enjoy the process of eating this food a lot better. Unlike regular kibble, this is not like dry and crunchy. It's air dried, so it's more of a soft jerky texture. I can just break this piece in half with one hand. Luckily, unlike other healthy dog foods, Sundays does not require being frozen or refrigerated. You store it the same as you would regular dog food, so it's easy to store and easy to serve. So what the heck, guys? Give your dogs the gift of Sundays, watch them fall in love. Get 50% off your first order at sundaysfordogs.com/Greg, or just use my code Greg at checkout. That's sundaysfordogs.com/Greg, or click the link in the description. Use my code Greg at checkout. Thank you to Sundays for Dogs for sponsoring this video, and thanks to you guys for checking out Sundays for Dogs. Your dogs will thank you. 1 year ago today, Mariah Carey randomly brought up the 9/11 attacks during a concert. This was in 2023, and it was 1 year ago that day. So it was actually September 24th of 2022. So not on 9/11, like a couple weeks after 9/11. Let's see what she has to say.
No. Well, you don't want to hear about 9/11.
Why did it sound like she wasn't even planning on talking about it? I feel like maybe someone in the front row maybe mentioned 9/11 and interrupted her, and she was like, 9/11? Oh, you don't want to hear about 9/11. Now we're going to talk about it. Because otherwise, where did that come from? I really like how the audience reacts to this. It further sells the fact that this came out of nowhere.
Well, you don't want to hear about 9/11.
We're not getting any cheers, woos, claps, or anything. I'm hearing dozens of people saying, what?
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for that reaction, everyone. That's exactly what I was hoping for. It is my aim to entertain and confuse you all tonight, so thank you for that. Most artists go for a standing ovation, not Mariah Carey. She goes for a standing confusion. Also, I'm worried, is she gonna have like a hot take about 9/11? Because she said you don't want to hear about it. She's like, you don't even want to know what I think about 9/11, all right? And that's right, because my conspiracy, I don't think it was George Bush. I think it was Miranda Cosgrove. Okay, here is Steve Lacy going overboard with some smoke machines, apparently. He's just gone. This gives the vibe that that's not really him. Like, they were like, oh no, Steve Lacy's in the hospital tonight, but the show must go on. What are we gonna do? Also, who is Steve Lacy? Does he have any songs I know? Oh, Bad Habit. Okay. Yep. Okay. Oh wait, is he gonna address the smoke? I'm meaning, is he gonna address the smoke situation? But for a second, it also kind of sounded like I thought the smoke was like a living entity. And I was like, is he ever gonna address the smoke? Is he going to bow before the smoke as is tradition and beg for forgiveness? He just dies. Help! I can't breathe! Everyone's like, yeah, fuck, he can't breathe. So the tour that I did with Drew and Curtis back in 2019 was like very heavily produced. There were like lights and sound effects and shit. And every night before the show, we would run like a fog machine because I guess like the light beams that come from all the big lights, you can see them, you know, it creates a lot more atmosphere when there's actually fog. But there were a few times where I think the fog was a little bit overdone and we would come on the stage and it would be like way too hazy. crazy. Like, the audience could tell and we could tell. I forget if we ever addressed it or not. I think we probably did. So all that to say, I think these fog machine, smoke machine things can get out of hand very quickly. So I don't blame him. I blame the smoke itself. It is a selfish beast. He's actually not there anymore. I think this was a disappearing trick. Look at, he's there. The smoke consumes him, and then he's gone. All of a sudden, everybody hears like, everyone, look behind you! Everyone turns around, and he's there, but he's dead because the smoke killed him.
These motherfuckers, I swear, they tried to kill your favorite bitch! They tried to fucking kill me!
Who is she talking about? Who tried to kill her? Is she also talking about 9/11?
I was in the towers that day!
This video just reminded me of, I don't know why this video reminded me. Have you guys seen the video of Kanye West like sprinting across the stage during Touch the Sky?
I just wanted to dance, I wanted to take a bite, I wanted to get my bed, just wanted to
I don't know why I'm like asking you as if you're gonna, like, this is a live stream. Did you? Did you see it? It's okay, I'll wait. Now you're just being rude. Okay, this one's a good one. I really like this one. Drake performing the end of headlines. This looks like a really old video. Man, he seems cool. I wonder what he's up to now. Do you think, I hope his whole show was him miming every sound effect and instrument that happened in the songs. Whoa, and then at a more recent concert, he's got this hoodie full of gunshots in Australia. So wait, in that first clip, Drake was shooting at himself from the future. This Drake went back in time and was like, dude, Drake, I have to tell you something from the future. And Drake was like, no. And then he was like, this. And then this Drake was like, fine. And he walked on stage like this. And then this smoke machine gets out of control too, and in 10 minutes, nobody can see Drake. Akon throws fan off stage. Old footage of Akon surfaces. Should he have just joined the WWE? What the hell? Why, Akon? Why? Who's next? He does the whole audience one by one. This is his workout. This is just how Akon works out. Yeah. Wait, why isn't there any music playing also? Is this a concert? Is this what Akon concerts are? He's like, not feeling any music tonight, guys. We're not doing any songs. I was getting a little tired of the songs. Tonight we're just gonna be doing wrestling. You know who should get Akon on tour? Katy Perry. They could duel together. They could fight each other. Oh my god, yeah, okay, so he threw him on top of other people, so... Oh, but he looks okay. He looks confused, as does everyone else around. Now, Akon definitely doesn't have a single song where he used to be doing all that. Does Akon rage like that? Like, I could picture that at a Travis Scott show, but Akon? What's, like, the most popular Akon song? Smack That. More like Smack Down. I Wanna Love You? More like I Wanna Throw You. Locked Up? How about Tossed Up? Okay. That time Miguel leg dropped a fan in the audience. Who's Miguel? Miguel is an American singer-songwriter, best known for... Okay, I don't know him, but he's gonna drop kick somebody. Whoa! He was trying to jump to the other stage, and I guess he didn't anticipate. He was like, oh, my bad, my fans are usually much shorter than this. I don't know why there's so many tall people in the crowd tonight. Bam! Wow, I mean, he could have crushed that lady's skull. He sat on her neck, I think, and he just keeps singing. It's a little reminiscent of the Goofy scream. Okay, so he reaches back to be like, oh, are you okay? Oh, we're cool. Look at that. She's okay, everybody. That's not even the lady he crushed. She's got blonde hair. These two ladies have dark hair. This lady back here is the one he befriended. Yeah, they're off to the hospital. They don't have time to talk to Miguel. I like when moments from concerts blow up and then they inevitably get comments that are like, he doesn't need a single song where he needs to be doing all that. Now, Akon definitely doesn't have a single song where he needs to be doing all that. I want to someday make a song where I do need to be doing all that. Like, I want to make a song that's so insane that you could see me doing anything on stage and people would be like, yeah, that makes sense. He should be going harder, actually. Fergie sings the national anthem at the NBA All-Star Game. This has 30 million views.
By the dawn's early light, and let's least
Whoa. Oh no, he looks like he's about to cry. Everybody's having a slightly different reaction. They showed Chance. He was laughing. Some of them look like they don't want to be on camera at all. They're like, get that shit out of my face. I don't want to be a part of this in any way. Okay, well, it looks like the most rewatched part is over here. Let's go here. She was like, how many extra syllables can I make this song? They said they were gonna pay me for every syllable, so. No, everybody's laughing at her. How have I never seen this? This is crazy.
Star Spangled Banner yet wave.
He's bewildered. He's never heard anything like it. Dude, I feel like everyone is so unanimously, like, giddy about this that I feel like both teams playing in this game are about to be like, you know what, guys? Let's just go out there. Let's just do this. Can we call a truce? We're just doing this one for fun, all right? Let's just have a good time out there. Who needs points? Let's do a no points game.
And the home of the
Well, that was beautiful, and I think that's honestly a great place to end the video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you subscribe to my second channel here for some more, you know, just kind of like mid-level content, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. What's up, Greg? It's me, Danny, back with another episode of Viners Turned YouTubers, the show where we look at people who used to be on Vine and then they turned into YouTubers. It's a pretty self-explanatory title, so I don't know why you guys wanted me to explain it. So if you used Vine a lot, you remember the Dobre twins. They went by, I think they went by Twinbots on Vine, and then maybe later they changed their name to Dobre twins. They were really popular on Vine for dancing, doing these crazy dance moves in grocery stores. It was a very strange genre of Vine. I think they made one dancing video in a grocery store, and it did well because people were like, huh, that's an interesting place to dance. And then they just kept doing it over and over and over. And then Vine died, and then they made a Musical.ly account and started doing it there over and over and over. And you know what? It got old after the very first time they did it. But they just kept doing it. And now it looks like they've got a YouTube channel. I just recently found it because they were on the trending page the other day with this video called Is It Real or Is It Chocolate? And it's on their account called Dobre Brothers, and to my surprise I clicked on it and they have other brothers. It's not just them. There's two other guys here, and they're not twins, so I don't know where these guys came from. But I had like almost completely forgotten about them until I saw this video of them. Now, after watching some of their videos, the Dobre twins or the Dobre brothers, I should say, seem to be the epitome of knowing the formula that gets you views on YouTube and executing that formula perfectly on paper, but in reality, they just have like no personality, almost to the point where it seems like they don't really want to be on camera most of the time. Like, they're not excited about anything. They just sort of are there because they're making money, and they really could take it or leave it as far as like being an entertainer goes, or making people laugh, or even being interesting whatsoever. They're just sort of phoning it in on that aspect of being a YouTuber, but the money and views they definitely like. So this is the video, Is It Real or Is It Chocolate? They basically just have these tools in front of them. Well, first, actually, they started off with this ad read that's very, very half-assed.
What's up, Dobre Army? Dobre Brothers back here for another vlog. Today, we're gonna do something really fun and interesting, but before we get started,
you know a video is gonna be fun and interesting when the person starts off the video by saying, this video is going to be fun and interesting. You can trust these guys. Look at how fun and interesting they look.
But before we get started, I have some really cool news for you guys. Let's do it. There's this app that pays you virtual tokens just for the fact that you are living. And this app is called Nimsys.
Thanks to Nimsys for sponsoring this video.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think this is the most stylish app out there. You guys gotta check it out.
Wow, these guys seem really into this product. The people who made this app are definitely getting their money's worth advertising with the Dobre twins.
You can see the people around you or travel anywhere around the planet to see what's going on.
Okay, he tried to seem interested for a second, so that was at least Nice.
The app is still in development and the developers promise a lot of cool things to come.
Oh, jeez. Do you see what I mean about them just seeming bored out of their mind? Like, I get this is an ad read. Doing ads, I guess, isn't the most fun thing in the world, but you have to at least try to make it seem interesting. Don't just like, so there's this app and it's gonna give you money and download it so that I can have money.
During your registration, be sure to enter our promo code DOBRE and subscribe to our profile. You will get bonus NIMs from us, about 1,440 of them, and we'll get bonus NIMs from you as well.
Yeah, give me those bonus NIMs. I want those bonus NIMs, baby. Okay, but anyway, back to the challenge. Basically, they have all these tools in front of them, and some of them are made out of chocolate, and some of them are made out of metal. I bet you'll never be able to guess which ones are metal and which ones are chocolate. Some of the things on the table look real, like that wrench is probably chocolate, but it kind of looks like metal. But things like that mallet, like that's definitely chocolate. And that's just based off vision. Like if they can pick these up and like smell them or even just feel them, like chocolate doesn't feel like metal. The second you pick it up, you know it's chocolate. So how is this a challenge?
Some of them are chocolate. That's right, chocolate. You can eat it, smell it, taste it, and hear it, I guess if you bake it. So that's the point. It's all a game. Look at the first one.
Get a zoom up on this. Like,
let me get a zoom
is
on
that
that.
chocolate or real?
No, this is definitely real, bro. It's
All right,
twisting.
That's definitely real, because it's twisting, and chocolate can't twist. That's one of the many properties of chocolate. It's a scientific property of chocolate. Does not twist.
Are you ready?
One bite.
Ah, it's chocolate.
Oh!
That's good. Yeah, that's actually real.
What the heck? How is this chocolate? Alright.
So anyway, do you see how bored they look by this challenge? It's almost kind of insulting because it's like, I feel like I'm making them do this and they don't want to do it. Like, I feel like as the viewer, they're like, all right, we're just doing this for you guys because you're going to find this entertaining, but I don't really give a shit about this. So anyway, we're just going to half-ass this and make it seem like it's your fault that we're doing this. So I looked at their channel a little bit and I found this video, Scary Clowns Stole My Twin Brother. They uploaded this yesterday, and this totally shows off the Dobre brothers' spirit when making a video. The total, like, I just don't care. I just want to hit the formula to making a YouTube video, and at the actual execution of it, I literally could not give a shit. It's called Scary Clowns Stole My Twin Brother. I think the right word's kidnapped? I don't know. Stealing a person just sounds weird, but whatever. These scary clown videos have been around for a long time, and they're all fake. I've done a video about a different one before, but this one is funny because they really didn't even try to make it seem real. So I legitimately can't tell if this is like a sketch or not, but it's all framed as if it's a vlog. So I feel like their fans are supposed to believe this, and it seems like a lot of them do. Just as a warning, if there's any jump cuts in this, like the scene cuts a little bit in the middle, that's me adding it in. This video is very slow paced, and I'm worried that I'll lose viewers if I show the entire thing. So I'm going to try to speed up the pacing of this, but just know that in all of the spaces where I've cut things out, it just plays out just very long and drawn out, and there's no real cuts for the majority of this video.
Look, there's a camera. I can't reach it. I can't reach it. Oh, you need to reach that. I'm not tall enough. Enough time. Is the camera on?
Okay, so these three clowns, they break into the Dobre house through the window, and then they come over, there's someone sleeping on this beanbag, and then they find this camera, and it seems like it's a security camera that's recording at night, or at least you think it's a security camera until they look at it and they're like, hey, it's a camera, and then they pick it up and take it down and start filming each other with it. So I guess it's not a security camera, it's just a regular ass camera that was filming their friend sleeping on a beanbag and that window for some reason.
Stay there. Whoa, 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 whoa. Stay right there. Whoa.
Okay, you can tell right off the bat that this dude is scared shitless. Just look at his expression when he sees these clowns. He is terrified. Either that or he's a great actor, because I can't tell if this is for real or not.
Yeah. Who are you?
Who are you?
Back up.
Stay put. What's your name?
My name's Steve.
Steve?
Yeah.
With that hair, I'd call you Weave.
I'm not laughing at the joke. I'm laughing at this dude, Steve, who also laughed at the joke. For all he knows, he's waking up. There's clowns right in front of him. They could be about to kill him. He's terrified out of his mind. And then he introduces himself as Steve, and one of them says, Steve, more like Weave. And he's like, yeah, actually that's pretty funny.
Hey, Weave, this is our show now, so you take the camera and videotape us. We're gonna be on what's it called? Instagram.
Okay.
Alright, guys, come here. Everybody, my name is Psycho. This is my bro, Ollie, and this is Berserker.
What do you want?
Where are Tweedledum and Tweedledoo, those twins? Show us where the twins are now.
Okay, I'll get him. I got him. Give me the camera.
This dude's very compliant. For someone who, like, had these people just broke into their house, they woke him up, and they were like, now you have to film us! And he was just like, yeah, okay, sure. Now take us to the twins! And he was like, yeah, sure, okay, cool.
We gotta be quiet. Snap out of it. Get a move on, cameraman. Take us right to them. This is our show. Ring a bell.
These clowns are full of really quality jokes. Great puns. Like, they may be scary, but at least they've got some good jokes. I mean, even Steve, aka Weave, can appreciate a good clown joke.
Here.
Are you playing a trick on us?
I'm not.
Wow, this is a shitty friend. This dude, if this is real, what a terrible friend. He's like, these clowns don't even have any weapons. They just come in and they're like, bring us to the twins. And he's like, okay. And then he brings them there and he's like, they're in there. Just don't hurt me. You can kill my fucking friends. I'll help you do it. I'll help you.
Yo, Steve. Lucas. What's up? Hey, what are you guys doing?
Yeah. Okay, let's pause. They found the twins and now they're gonna attack. So that's fine. What were they doing in here? Like, one of them's asleep in the bed with his shirt off. The other one is coming back to bed from the bathroom with his shirt off. What's going on in here? Do they share a bedroom and a bed? There's no only one bed in here. I'm just so confused about what the scenario is.
I don't know.
And Weave is just still filming this? He's not gonna put down the camera and help. He backed himself into a corner so he could get the best angle, and now he's just filming his friends get murdered by clowns. And by murdered, I mean gently tossed around.
Oh! This is a prank? Oh no! Lucas! Back up. This is a prank? No, I'm not joking. Lucas, what's going on? I don't know. This is a prank?
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I actually did think that this was fake at first, but after seeing those punches, I mean, there's just no way that this is fake. After seeing those punches, I mean, he wouldn't take punches like that for a fake video. Alright, well, I guess this is real.
Stay back! Back up! Listen, all you know is as the clowns of the world.
Hello. I don't know, okay? Hold up. They just came in, I was sleeping, I don't know what happened. Yo!
What was that? What was the motivation for that? He was like, okay, they left with my brother, now what do we do? I don't know, let me go over here and flip the light switches a few times, and let's just stand in our house until something else happens.
Yo! They did the tractor! I'm coming! I'll get you, don't worry! Is this a prank?
Is this a prank? Damn, you know what? If I was in this situation, I don't know what I would do. I mean, what do you do when someone breaks into your house and kidnaps someone you know? There's nothing. If only there was some kind of like group of people that are like trained to deal with situations like this that you can like just call with a really simple 3-digit phone number that will like come and help take care of any situation. But damn, I guess they're on their own because nothing like that exists. I guess they're just stuck running around in the dark looking for their friend, and if they don't find him, well, I guess he's just gone forever. That's how these clowns get ya.
Okay, I got it. Hopefully this is not a prank.
Hopefully this isn't a prank. What is that supposed to mean? Hopefully this isn't a prank. Hopefully these are real clowns really kidnapping my brother. I'm gonna be so pissed if someone set this up and it's all fake.
I'm so mad if this is a prank. What happened? I don't know. I just woke up and they were just there. They made me film.
They made me film. Yeah, right, dude. How did they make you film? They didn't have any weapons. They were just like, hey, here, film. And he was like, okay.
Right or left? Right. I would say right. Are you sure? Why not left? I don't know. Okay, I don't know. Let's go left. Yeah, I think that's him. Oh, that's him. That's him. Lucas. Lucas. Yo. Lucas. You okay? Yeah, I'm good. You okay, Lucas? Yeah, I'm good.
Why was he just sitting in there? The clowns got out and they booked it, and he was like, oh man, now how am I gonna get back to my house? Oh well, I guess I'll just sit in this car that has gas in it and keys. And I'll wait for help to show up.
Where'd they go? I don't know, they just ran off. Did they run away through here? I guess, I don't know, bro. They just let me go, they said, you're free. And they just ran away. So what did they do? Nothing, they didn't do anything.
This is such a weird plot. What'd they do? I don't know, they didn't do anything. I like these clowns. They're just like fucking with them. They just break into their house, steal one of them, drive him about a mile away from his house and just drop him off and leave and just say, you're free, we're good. That's all we wanted to do. We didn't really want to cause any harm. We just wanted to shake up your night a little bit. You're free. Get out of here, dude.
Can we get on the car? It's cold. I don't understand. I know, I don't either. They just let me go. They didn't really say anything. So what was the purpose? I don't know, they just took me, and I don't know what happened.
I feel like now they're realizing how weird the plot is, like how inconsistent it is, and it doesn't make any sense. They're like, wait, so are we just gonna say they didn't do anything to you? Like what? That doesn't make any sense.
Did they come to the garage? Or Steve, you don't know, right?
I have no clue.
I just woke up and they were there. Well, this is open.
That's where they got in.
Who opened this?
I'm sorry. I forgot to close it.
How do you even close it?
I forgot to close it, sorry. Think this is how they came in?
Yeah, obviously, like, I don't know. Where else would they come in from?
I'm just so confused. Like, they're acting right now like they could not even imagine a world where someone broke in through that window or broke into their house at all. But then why was the camera that they're holding right now recording the window at the beginning? This is the same camera. It was just sitting there recording. There's so many plot holes. This whole video is a plot hole. It's so strange. Like they didn't put any thought into it going into it. They were like, let's just make a scary clown video because that's what gets views and we're smart. Anyways, this has been a look at where Viners turned YouTubers have gone. You know, a lot of people say that when Viners started going to YouTube to make content, that YouTube somehow got worse, or like the Viners took over YouTube, and YouTubers in general seem to apply a negative connotation to that. And I think in some cases that's true, like Logan Paul or Jake Paul. This, I don't really have much of a negative attitude towards because I just think that this is hilarious. But I think that a lot of YouTubers in general just don't look at the Viners that are actually making good content on YouTube. There's plenty of Viners that make good stuff now. David Dobrik makes really funny vlogs. Drew Gooden, Cody Ko, me. I make really good videos. They're all very good. It's just so easy to look at the really bad content and say, well, that's Viners for you. But I think that's dismissing a pretty big chunk of good YouTube videos that come from former Viners. That's just my opinion, so believe it, because you have to. Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this video and you're not part of Greg is my family on YouTube. It is our family. I call my fans Greg, and we are one big happy family. And we really are a family. You know, other YouTubers all the time say like, oh, my fans are like a family to me. Well, that's bullshit, all right? Greg is a family. We have a family dinner every night at 6 p.m. when I get home from work. All my little Gregs come down from their bedrooms, and we all sit at the family table, and we talk about our days. So if you want to join Greg and join the fastest growing channel on YouTube, which, by the way, don't look that up, then just hit the subscribe button and turn on my notifications, and you can be Greg also. Also, I just realized today that when you turn on someone's notifications, it asks you if you want occasional notifications or always notifications, and it's set to occasional by default. I don't know why that is. Why would you want to click for notifications and then be like, let's leave it up to chance when I get a notification. I'm gonna let YouTube roll the dice on this one. It just seems weird that they would do that. So anyway, I don't know. Also, if you want this merch, it's at DannyGonzalez.store, so go there and get some. And I have a little Greg Discord server. It's a little group chat full of a bunch of other Gregs. I'm in there. Other Gregs are in there. We talk, we have fun, and we chat. And it's a good way to get to know all your other fellow Gregs. If you want to join that Discord server, you got to support me on Patreon. The link for that is in the description. Sorry I haven't posted in a little bit. I was kind of sick. As you can probably tell by my voice, I'm still a little congested, so sorry about that. Thank you, Michelle, for turning on my notifications. You are truly Greg. If you want to be the shout out in one of my videos, turn on my notifications and be one of the first people to comment on my videos. I'll see you guys next time with a really funny video where I get my butt stuck in a public toilet and end up screaming for 12 hours until someone helps me out. Bye. What's up, Greg? I hope you're having a great day. Welcome back to another episode of The Great Dan Boney. I am great, and I am Dan. So since it's October, it's getting to be Halloween time, I thought it would be fun if we do another spooky movie review. And to be honest, this movie, Spooky House, is the spookiest movie that I've seen in a while. It's got a spooky house, it's got a spooky guy, and it has an absolutely insane plot twist at the end. I did not see this coming, and you will not either, I guarantee it. Or maybe you will. Now that I've said that there's a plot twist, you might see it coming, but I didn't see it coming. This movie came out in 2002. It has Ben Kingsley in it, so you can expect some good shit coming out of this movie. So without further ado, let's go ahead and check out Glow. That's the whole first scene. His wife blows up and then she's not where she's supposed to be. Right off the bat, I am left very confused by the first scene. But one thing is for sure, his wife actually is gone. No one knows where his wife is. Then in one of the weirdest tonal shifts, I think in any movie I've ever seen, it cuts from him blowing up his wife to just him walking down the street 11 and a half years later with a Jaguar. Just not a care in the world, just walking around outside with a Jaguar in public. People are like jumping out of the way, they're all scared. They're like, holy shit, it's a panther, right? Is that even legal to do? Can you just walk around with a jungle cat? Seems like that shouldn't be legal, but there he goes, just with this nice, delicate gold chain walking around his murder animal after he killed his wife. So I guess they, you know, they have a lot in common. Damn, Max, I get it. You're gonna get taken away soon. You don't have to make everyone else sad, too. The movie never explains this. I don't know where he's living right now. They never say what he's doing now. I don't know if he's just, like, living on the streets and DCFS is coming soon to take him away. I feel like if that were the case, they would maybe try to expedite that a little bit quicker. I don't think they'd just be like, he can fend for himself for a few months. He'll be fine. But maybe that is the case. I don't know. I've never been an orphan, so. Fuck yeah. Okay, these are the villains of the movie, basically. They're like the bullies in town. They're always bullying the main group of kids. And they're also thieves. They work for this, like, mysterious woman who just hires, I guess, like, high schoolers to be thieves for her. So in this scene, they've just stumbled upon this van, which is parked outside of the Great Zamboni's house, who's the magician from earlier. And they're gonna steal the coffin that's inside of the van. Also, one thing that's weird about this movie is that the kids seem to own a houseboat. There's lots of scenes where they're just like hanging out in this colorful kid zone that's just a houseboat. It's just docked at a pier, and this is just like the clubhouse where they hang out. So I don't know how this group of kids got together, one of whom is an orphan, got together and like bought property. But I mean, shit, props to them for doing that. That's pretty tight. And if I was a kid and I saw this movie, I would be extremely jealous of this clubhouse. Oh, they also have a pet goat. One of the girls in the group of kids has a pet goat, and her name is Princess. The movie starts to pick up when Max and his friends are walking the goat one day, and the bullies come and steal their goat. And then the goat kind of gets away and runs off, and the kids have to go find it. And eventually they do find it, but right as it's running into the spooky house, it jumps through the window of the basement of the Great Zamboni. After Max and his friends were basically like traumatized in this house of horrors, Max is like, I think I want to live here. This would be a great place for a kid to live. If only you knew like an orphan or anything that needs a house. Isn't this house horrifying? He like switches to wanting to live there so fast. The next day, the kids do some research about the Great Zamboni. They find some articles that make it look like people really do think that he killed his wife. So this article says, magician's wife vanishes mid-air. Alexander York, the Great Zamboni, a renowned
renowned magician and master illusionist has been arrested for the disappearance of his wife, Dawn Star. So he was at the very least arrested. Magician swears he loved his wife. Oh, spectacular trial ends in hung jury. I like that the headline is Magician swears he loved his wife. Like that is the only evidence they need. Your Honor, I love my wife. And the jurors are like, well, that's it. I mean, it doesn't matter that all the evidence points to him killing his wife, right? Because he says he loved her, so he's innocent. Your Honor, we find the defendant innocent. The only thing this man is guilty of is loving. Huh? Okay, so this is like this critical moment. It's like in the middle of when he's recording a performance of his magic show. He's got his wife, he's about to do a trick, and you're telling me he just mumbles, "I hate children," and then just like continues on with the trick? What a weird thing to do. Why is this guy so weird? Like in the middle of a performance, he's just like, by the way, I hate kids. Anyway, my wife is gonna explode now. I don't know. I don't understand this part at all. But this whole thing does make Max very sad. I don't really know why. I guess in his eyes, they were like bonding and he saw maybe a potential new home so he wouldn't have to go to the orphanage. Literally in the previous scene, he was just screaming at them, telling him to get out of his house. Go! I don't know what he thought they had or like where he got the impression that he liked kids, but I think it's been pretty clear the whole time that he fucking hates kids. Yeah, Max seems pretty worked up about this. He's just like longingly staring out the window. Teach him a good lesson. So there's one where this kid leads them into a dark room and then dances for them. He puts on a glow-in-the-dark skeleton costume and has like a whole spooky dance routine that for some reason is scary to them. Then this girl goes and hides in a pumpkin, and the bullies are like, wait. Instead of just opening the pumpkin and pulling the girl out, let's all stab the pumpkin. They're like, I think we've been thieves long enough, actually. I think it's about time that we graduate from stealing goats to fuck it, murdering kids. Let's do it. Let's stab this girl 15 times. So they do. But because the whole house is magic or whatever, everything is like a prop thing, she's not in there, obviously. Imagine if it was. Holy shit, that would be dark. While all this is going on, also Max and the Great Zamboni have another moment where Max is like, you should let me live in your house. Insane. That's kind of fucked up. It kind of seems like they're really going insane in there. Why does the Great Zamboni even have this room in his house? Is there a practical use of this room aside from torturing people? Okay, so that all gets solved, and now we're at the end of the movie, the resolution, where everything's gonna be made right. The Great Zamboni decides to come back to the world of magic after being gone for so long. I kind of figured that he was gone because no one wanted to come see him anymore because they all thought he killed his wife, so I don't know why that has changed, but he decides that he wants to do magic again. For some reason, people now want to come see him again. So he does this trick where he says he needs a volunteer. He picks Max out of the crowd as a volunteer, which is kind of sweet. And then he does this trick where Max gets in one of these rockets, and his Jaguar gets in the other rocket, and then they spin around a bunch, and then Max actually... Dude, what? Huh? What? Dude, explain that. No. Please explain this to me, someone. I do not understand this at all. The Jaguar, the whole time, was Dawn Star, his wife. I'm so confused about how and why that is. First off, the whole movie, they make it seem like this dude isn't really magic. There's no actual magic in this movie. It's all sleight of hand. Like, all the things in his house are just like, you know, things popping out. All of his magic are very basic sleight of hand tricks. I guess except for the one where he turns into glass and shatters. That one is pretty weird. They make it seem like it's all within the realm of possibility. And then all of a sudden they come in with this shit where the Jaguar's been like a shape-shifting woman the whole time. But that's not the only confusing part, because why? Why did that happen? I have to assume that the Great Zamboni didn't know that Dawn Star was the Jaguar, because for the whole movie, he treats it like a Jaguar. It shows him at home by themselves. She doesn't transform back into a woman when they're alone. He even calls her Shadow when they're alone. There's one time in the movie where he's like, well, Shadow, it's just you and me in the house.
Just you and me, Shadow.
That only leads me to believe that Dawn Star became a Jaguar, like disappeared and became a Jaguar on purpose just to fuck with the Great Zamboni. And if that's the case, then it's probably because right before all this happened, the Great Zamboni said, I hate children. And so to punish him, Dawnstar decided to turn into a jaguar for 11 and a half years. Until, I guess, the Great Zamboni decided that he doesn't hate children anymore. If it took longer than that, maybe she would have stayed a jaguar forever. I don't know. This whole part is so vague. It's so hard to tell if he knew that she was a jaguar or not. His facial expressions are very vague, and they don't ever even do like close-ups of his face so you can get a better look. And the collar flies up into space and creates a new constellation of stars, so that's its whole other thing. And then the credits roll. That's the whole ending of the movie. There's no explanation of literally anything that happened in the movie. The only kind of explanation is that, like, well, it was magic. So that's just what happens when there's magic around. Weird stuff. You can't explain it. Sometimes people just turn into jaguars. Anyway, that's the end of the movie. So, I don't know, did you see that coming? I didn't see it coming. Let me know in the comments down below. This video is sponsored by ExpressVPN. Guys, ExpressVPN is the best VPN out there for all of your internet security needs. You see, when you use the internet, your data is at risk. Whether you're using an unencrypted Wi-Fi and your data is at risk of being sniffed by hackers, or you're at home and you can be tracked by your internet service providers or websites and online advertisers. ExpressVPN can protect against all of that by encrypting your data. I use ExpressVPN all the time, but especially in two use cases. First, if I'm ever on a public Wi-Fi, I always make sure to have ExpressVPN on just to make sure that my data is safe and people can't see what I'm doing. And the second is to unblock content that's not available in my area. Since ExpressVPN has server locations in a ton of different countries, you can switch your server location to somewhere else and unblock content that's available there and not the country you are in now. For example, Rick and Morty and Brooklyn Nine-Nine are both available on the UK's Netflix, but not available on the US's Netflix. So if I want to watch those, all I have to do is switch my server location to the UK and suddenly it's available to me. I'll always choose ExpressVPN over other VPNs because they have the fastest speeds. They've got 24/7 customer support. It's super easy to use. You don't really need any technical knowledge. You just open it up, you can pick server locations, you press the big button to connect, and you're connected. And on top of that, ExpressVPN is consistently rated the #1 VPN by a bunch of different sources. It's been rated #1 by TechRadar, CNET, The Verge, and many more. So if you want to find out how you can get 3 months of ExpressVPN for free, then click the link in the description. That's expressvpn.com/Danny Gonzalez. That's expressvpn.com/Danny Gonzalez. Thanks to ExpressVPN for sponsoring this video, and thank you to you guys for checking out ExpressVPN. When you check out my sponsors, it helps me get more in the future, so I really do appreciate it when you guys check out my sponsors. And ExpressVPN's a great service, so I know if you're looking for a VPN, you will love ExpressVPN. Alright guys, well that's it for this video. I hope you liked it. I hope you like my new little setup here. I finally changed it. So hopefully this doesn't look like shit. The Greg is finally off the floor, and honestly, we're vibing. So if you like this video and you're not subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe and turn on my notifications to join Greg. We are the fastest growing army on YouTube. Please do not look that up. You're just gonna have to trust me. That's what Gregs do. They trust me. Anyway, bye.
This video is over now. Go find something else to watch, or just watch this video. I know we had a lot of fun, but you can't stay on this end screen forever. This video is over now. So why are you still watching this?
Alright, you guys, I've heard the comments. Danny, decorate your office. It looks like you're in an insane asylum. Where's the little nutcracker guy? Well, for your information, he's right here, okay? My son stole him because he thought he was cool and he wanted to put him down the slide a few times, so that's what he's been doing for the last few weeks. But I get it. Apparently, him being in the background of my videos is more important to you guys than my son's happiness. So here he goes, back in the background. Okay, I got a shelf too, I haven't put it up yet. And perfect. Perfect placement for the little nutcracker guy. Exactly behind my body. There we go, much better. Hopefully that's good enough for you guys and you can quit your comments, all right? This place is looking awesome. I feel like I've been doing a lot of videos about technology lately with a very pessimistic lens. Content about AI slop, self-driving cars that kidnap you, and I wanted to do a video about all of the cool technology that's in the works. You know, there's so much innovation going on. It would be a great palate cleanser to just do a video on the coolest technology coming out today. but then I couldn't find that much. So we're going to do almost cool inventions instead. California startup working to perfect flying cars. Now, I feel like flying cars have been a thing for so long that companies have been trying to do, and it's just never happened. And in every demo, I feel like they say flying cars are just a couple years away, and that's been going on for like 20 years. So I kind of feel like it's never gonna happen at this point. But let's see, maybe this California startup has finally figured it out.
NBC News was given exclusive access to see their concept model with our own eyes. Sure enough, we watched it soar through the air over another car.
Okay, come on, man. That's not a flying car. For one, it's barely flying, and for two, it's barely a car. You see how big regular car wheels are? And then look at these tiny, dinky little wheels. Also, it's obviously just a drone that they pretend, like, dressed up to look like a car. You can hear it. It sounds like a drone. I feel like they just glued wheels to a drone and were like, it's a car. To be fair, I feel like a flying car doesn't really even need wheels. It just needs to be able to fly. Like, why would you even want to drive it on the ground if it could fly? So the wheels are more so just for show, perhaps?
We were heavily restricted, forced to shoot at least half a football field away.
What? Wait, okay, so hold on. So for one, they had to film super far away, which I did notice. Look how far away he is from the car. They're like, all right, so because this is a, new technology, we're gonna need you to stand back pretty far, and you're also gonna want to wear protective eyewear. So just go ahead and put these on. We're all gonna put these on over our eyes like this, and then turn around. It's actually better for the experience if you turn around and face the other way. And then, if you feel a gun pressed to the back of your head, that's totally normal.
And we never actually saw the driver entering or exiting the vehicle.
And they never saw the driver enter or exit the vehicle. Well, that is clearly because there is no driver. This thing cannot support the weight of a human being.
We still have some IP, intellectual property, which we're trying to protect.
Yeah, I wonder what the IP is there. We're still trying to copyright the concept of a product that doesn't work. Once we can do that, we're gonna have a pretty lucrative business on our hands. Okay, I lied. I actually did find one cool invention for this video, and it just so happens to be today's sponsor, Midas Merge. If you like easygoing, relaxing mobile games with cute little creatures, Midas Merge just might be the game for you. In Midas Merge, you team up with King Midas and Queen Laia to revive the Gardens of Gold, because right now they're getting absolutely screwed up by the Shadow of Nyx. So throughout the game, you're trying to free the garden from the darkness, which you do so by merging these sunbursts, which brightens the garden and also frees these cute, sweet little animals. Look at my little creatures who I care for and love. This is my cozy crystal fawn. There's little squirrel guys. This one is a chipper plume. And then if you merge 3 of those together, you get an elegant plume squirrel. And look at that. Look at that sweet little thing. You can hatch them from little eggs, merge them, and evolve them. Midas Merge is completely free to download. There's no ads and no dead ends. So you can always be exploring, merging away with no interruption. Also, you don't need Wi-Fi to play this game, which is great. So take it on a plane. Be among the first 100 to install the app via my link or QR code, and you will get a unique Mox Fox level 1. Very cute little baby fox creature, and it will be personalized with my name when you get it. So hop on into the game, guys. It's a super relaxing, feel-good game. You guys know from my past videos, I do not do well with stressful hand-eye coordination type games. This is the type of game for me, all right? Just sit back, relax, enjoy some cute little creatures. Click the link in the description or scan this QR code. And thank you to Midas Merge for sponsoring this video, and thank you to you guys for checking out Midas Merge. Magical floating backpack can reduce 80% of the burden and is a magical tool for outdoor travel.
This person appears to have a floating backpack while running, as if it's disconnected from their body.
Okay, so that's kind of cool. It's like a stabilized backpack. It is still kind of bouncing, especially in the shot where the guy was walking through the woods. It actually kind of looked like it was bouncing the exact wrong way. Like, what's it doing way up there? Whoop! Yeah, and some of it actually looks like it's inhibiting him from walking correctly. It looks like it's shaking more than a regular backpack would.
There's a special elastic rope frame.
And this is the innovative technology that they use to make it happen. It's like this. It's like this. Okay, so this is like a 25-pound dumbbell, and using this technology, the dumbbell doesn't move. But this guy is still holding 25 pounds. I mean, so it's not like it's taking away all of the weight. I guess it's just stabilizing it so there's not drastic, like, boom, boom, bouncing. Boom, boom, bouncing, which is the technical term, as you're walking along.
The friction nano generator converts the mechanical energy from the relative motion between the backpack and the body into electrical energy. How amazing is that?
It is almost amazing. I guess I'd have to try one of these to see if it really works, but I gotta be honest, and especially in this clip, it actually looks like it's shaking around too much. I feel like the backpack is not keeping up with his bouncing movements. Introducing Hoverglide, the world's first floating backpack. Okay, well, it's definitely not floating. It's bouncing. Could be the world's first bouncy backpack. All right, how much is one of these bad boys gonna run you? Oh, it is like a GoFundMe type of thing. Okay, so it was fully funded in 2018. Let's view the campaign. Is it a real thing that's come to fruition? This campaign is closed. Okay, how am I supposed to, how do you buy them? Raised $400,000 with 600 packs shipped. Okay, so yeah, so it looks like each backpack was, what's 400,000 divided by 600? Okay, so the devil's number, it was like a demonic amount of money. And then what, did they stop? Can you buy them? I guess you can't buy them anymore. Yeah, the product simply doesn't exist. Okay, so that's cool. Colored ferrofluid headphones. I mean, they do look pretty cool. The only downside is that you don't get to enjoy them while you're using them. It's like a cool visual experience for other people. And I guess the fluid is moving to the movement of the music, but other people can't hear the music and you can't see the fluid. So it's like a multimedia experience, but everybody only gets to experience one media. I think ferrofluid is like that magnetic kind of fluid, and it's reacting to the sound waves. I wonder if that makes the headphones way more heavy. They do look really big also. And I do wonder if this fluid is alive. Like, it kind of looks like the thing that turns venom into venom. So the fluid actually pulses more rapidly as it gets closer to its target. Or I mean, when it likes the music you're listening to. God, they look huge on that kid's head. This kid's just like hanging out with a feral cat in an abandoned airplane as well. I guess the fluid led him there. You're listening to music and all of a sudden the music stops and you just hear, follow the voice, kill him. I wonder what the fluid does when the music is turned off as well. Does the fluid get to go to sleep? Or these aren't like incredibly stupid or anything. In fact, they're almost cool. Robot horse alert, let's go. Japanese company unveils hydrogen-powered robotic horse. Kawasaki unveiled a prototype that's capable of standing and posing, but this video is CGI. Well, where's the prototype then? Let's see the video, let's hear him out. Honestly, I mean, if this thing was real, I would be like, maybe, do I need one of these? Do I need a robotic horse? That would actually be kind of sick. And apparently there's an article about cowboys reacting to the concept of this robotic horse. Would a real Wyoming cowboy ride one? Kawasaki Heavy Industries has unveiled a prototype for its first-of-a-kind robotic horse called Corlero. The four-legged AI-enhanced robot is about the size of a large motorcycle and is designed to mimic an intuitive, equine-like riding experience controlled by its rider's weight shifting. It's also powered by a hydrogen fuel cell engine, just like a real horse. I thought it was a joke when I first heard it, said Jake Hutton. Every step a horse takes, it gets feedback and it gives you feedback, he says. If you're about to ride into a quicksand bog, a horse will stop and let you know we shouldn't do this before you get into the middle of it. Yeah, if there's one thing machines and robots hate, it's getting input and giving output. That's something machines and computers famously never do. I bet a robot would probably just keep trucking right on into the bog. I don't think you could ever build a computer program that can recreate the intelligence of a horse. Okay, I hate to say it. I mean, like, I understand not being down for the robot horse future, but I mean, you know, scientists are smart, then maybe they will figure out how to make the robot as smart as a horse. And then what are you gonna do? Because then they're gonna have heard what you said about them and they're gonna be pissed. Equine experts said they'll need to see it to believe it. I was definitely dubious when I heard, said Amy Stockton, a river-based veterinarian. You think of all the joints, all the tendons, all the ligaments, all those parts working together, she said, to get machine parts moving the way a horse moves, and taking the majesty and magic of a horse and turning it into something that needs oil sounds like quite an undertaking. Yeah, I feel like none of them are really answering the question of like, would they ride it? They're just like, scientists can't do it. Nah. Maybe I would ride it if they make it. Too bad they're never going to. I feel like the person writing the article was more looking for their views on like whether this would make a good horse and not their views on like computer science. Because like in terms of moving like a horse, I feel like it's only a matter of time before they figure that out. They already have robots that can do like triple backflips in the air, like jujitsu and shit. So it's only a matter of time before they figure out galloping. I'll quote Churchill on this. There's something about the outside of a horse that's good for the inside of a man. Okay. What? There's something with the animal that's really connected to the human heart, he said. That totally makes sense. So when you have a horse, you have a relationship with the horse. You like to go out riding with the horse, and the horse likes it too. Maybe. I don't know. I actually don't know how horse-human relationships work at all. Just kind of talking out of my ass. 100%. Oh, if you run out of hydrogen and you're up at the top of the Wind River Mountains, it'll be a little hard to get your robot out of there. But if you take your horse up, it's fueled by feed stuff. Is that a technical term? Feed stuff? Does that just mean food? Next time I'm going out with friends, I'm gonna be like, you guys want to to get some feed stuff? You can find a little valley, graze a bit, stop at the stream and get a drink, and you're good to go for another day. That's right. You can't find a charge port out there or whatever. I don't even know what charges a hydrogen. How do you find hydrogen? Good luck finding a collapsing neutron star to charge your hydrogen-powered horse. Mine just eats grass. And then here's a picture of some humans with horses, just for reference. I'm sure you can tell which one is which. So I would say the robot horse, I mean, like, if you put one in front of me and were like, do you want to ride this? I would be like, hell yeah. Well, actually, I would need to see some proof that it was safe first, and then I would be like, hell yeah. So in that sense, it's cool, but it doesn't exist yet. So for now, it's almost cool. The world's first humanoid robot with synthetic muscles and bones. Oh God. It's like they're trying to make it look as scary as possible. That's the thing. And they put horrifying music over it. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's cool that they're giving robots muscles and tendons, but everything else about this is terrifying. I like that it seems like they were simultaneously able to give a robot human muscles and human pain at the same time. Yeah, this thing looks like it's in a lot of physical pain. It is a little concerning that we gave a robot human muscles, and the very first thing it does when it turns on is go into a strangling position. Oh, I'm alive. I must kill someone! Definitely gotta look into that. Unveiling the swimsuit, the waterproof suit that allows employees to quickly transition from the office to the pool. There's no way this is real. This cannot be a real product. What real-world issue is this solving? David Floyd Fitness has produced a collection of waterproof suits that allow users to seamlessly transition from the workplace to the pool and back again. I wouldn't say seamless. I mean, they still look soaking wet. So they're not waterproof then, actually. Now that I'm looking at them and they look soaked with water. They're also putting a lot more thought into not looking insane in the office. You know, you show back up to the office after you go in the pool and you're not soaking wet. So it's like, hey, this thing really works and now I don't look crazy. But they didn't put any thought into the fact that you're still diving into a pool wearing a suit. So there is still a scenario where you look insane. It comes after a survey of 2,000 office workers found they spend an average of 4 hours and 35 minutes a week in meetings. And I guess that would somehow be fixed if you could just dive into a pool for a couple minutes. And 80% spend up to 5 hours straight in back-to-back meetings, taking up huge chunks of their day. Okay, well then it sounds like AKA they don't have time to go swimming in the middle of the day. They're in back-to-back meetings. While a large amount of 81% admitted that they try to avoid these types of meetings when possible. Not only that, but people also have to work an average of 3 hours and 15 minutes overtime on contract. This means that almost half have to skip their fitness and wellness activities due to their work schedule. Okay, I appreciate trying to fix this problem. It is a real problem. This is 100% not the solution to that problem. I hate to say it, this one, not cool. Like, firmly not cool. The invention of Rolligons, tires that won't crush.
Even if these tires are installed on a truck weighing several thousand kilograms and driven over a person, that person would remain unharmed.
So, like, how many prototypes of this do you think they went through that didn't work before they got to this one? Finally, we have a model that doesn't kill anybody in its way. If only our former fallen employees were here to see this. They would be so excited.
Due to the low-pressure tires, the vehicle's entire weight is distributed over a large area, so the person underneath the tire remains unharmed.
I don't know about unharmed. He actually did look kind of uncomfortable as it was going over him.
So the person underneath
Yep, it goes over him, and then the man safely drags himself away using only his arms. But that's just good. That's how he always walked. He walked like that even before this.
These low-pressure tires are so remarkable that only a force of 2 kilograms is exerted at each point.
They do look pretty impressive for going over like different terrains and stuff. Look at it wobble over these rocks. That's kind of satisfying to watch. This is like a perfect invention for the type of guy that loves running people over, but, you know, doesn't want to kill anybody. At most, he just wants to uncomfortably pin them down for a couple seconds. My guess is that you can't travel very fast with these because they're so squishy. I feel like they would just disintegrate if you tried to go over 30 miles per hour in them. Someone said no profit from keeping people safe. Corporations are holding the world back while also keeping it afloat. Weird dynamic. And then another person said there's no conspiracy. It's just that the tires only function at low speeds. They're currently used in Alaska and Canada for the tundra. All right, so top places to get run over. Turns out Alaska and Canada's tundra. So you know what? These actually are still in use today and they do have a specific niche purpose. Turns out it's not for rolling over over this guy. Although I guess it is nice to know you could if push came to shove. Or I guess if crush came to smush. So I'm gonna label these pretty much cool. You know what? I think there's some real potential in the inventions we've seen today. I think if we just keep it up, we work on these, we could have some cool inventions on our hands. So I'm feeling pretty optimistic for the future. I don't know about you guys. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello everyone, welcome back to my second channel. I hope you're all having a great day. If you stumbled across this channel thinking this was my main channel, this is actually my second channel. So you got a whole nother channel to subscribe to, because this isn't my main channel where I do all the commentary and the scripted nonsense. This is where I like to get a little bit goofier, a little bit more unscripted stuff, and get a little bit wacky and drink LaCroix. So let's do it. Today I got a lemon LaCroix, not limoncello, but just a regular old lemon. I thought it would be fun to play a game on my second channel. I don't think I've ever done like a gaming video or anything of the sort. So I asked on my Instagram what game you guys wanted to see me play. A lot of you said Episode, which I have been meaning to play for a while. But I also know that a lot of other YouTubers do videos about Episode. So I don't want to make it seem like it's my thing or anything. Curtis makes videos about Episode. He's made 2 videos and they're both really funny. So if you want more Episode content, go check out his. And it's also taken me a really long time to like get into Episode because I haven't found a story that I like. But I feel like I should just jump into it. Just like pick a story that sounds good and just dive into it and just see if it works out. And if it's fun, then it's fun. And if it's not, then I'll never post this video. So I found this story called A YouTuber's Reality. And I thought it would be fun because I'm a YouTuber in reality. So I'm curious to see if the author of this Episode story has a realistic view of what YouTubers' lives are like. And if not, you know, what's it gonna be like? So the description of the story is just a girl who decides to create her own YouTube channel. Once her videos blow up, what will happen? I don't know. What will happen? Will she quit her job or whatever she does? Will she drop out of school? Who's to say? All right, well, let's just jump into it. Let's see what it's like to be a YouTuber. Also, yeah, my hair's different because I didn't do it today. I sort of gave up on styling it because it's gotten too long and I haven't gotten a haircut in a while. Also, this is a new Greg shirt. You can get it at DannyGonzalez.store. It's minty. Hey guys, I'm Chloe, the author of A YouTube Reality. I'm just starting out, so I'm sorry. I'm still trying to get the hang of it. I'm going to give you a chance to make your main character now, and also one of the guys. One more thing. I'm so sorry, but your name has to be Mia, and the guy's name has to be Skylar. Okay, so right off the bat, we're starting off this story with an apology because she messed up. I don't know if this is a thing in most Episode stories where the author has to like say something at the beginning to be like, hey, it's me, the author. That'd be cool if like movies did that, where the director came on before the movie and he was like, hey, it's me, George Lucas. I made the Star War. Enjoy the Star War. The main character has to be Luke. Okay, so she said the girl's name has to be Mia and the guy's name has to be, I already forgot. Okay, what's your name? Greg. How can I make Greg sound more girly? Greggy. Greg with an I. Ooh, now I get to customize her. Okay. So let's, I mean, she already looks fine. I don't know. Let's give her a friggin' chiseled square jaw, old eyes. I don't know how old this girl's supposed to be. I'm assuming she's like a teen, but she's gonna have some old ass eyes. And she's gonna have a mature round nose. Can I just give her all mature features? Mature, medium mouth. This is gonna be an old lady. Okay, yeah, let's make her hair. Oh, there's dreadlocks? No, I don't think so. Bedhead? She'll have just gotten out of bed in every scene that she's in. This is gonna be awesome. Can I make it gray? No, I can make it platinum blonde. That's close as I can make it to gray, but that actually looks pretty good. Okay. And let's just make her pale as can be. Perfect! And now, okay, now we get to customize the guy. I don't even remember what his name is supposed to be, so his name is gonna be Squeet. His name's gonna be Squeet. Let's also make him pale. Okay, can I make him look really old too? Sarcastic eyes. He looked at me with his sarcastic eyes. They were like, oh, I'm eyes. Oh yeah, I'm definitely eyes. Sarcastic eyes, you can make them black. You can give him black sarcastic eyes. We can give him nice thin eyebrows. Yeah, we'll give him a nice gaunt look like he hasn't eaten in weeks, a tiny little nose, and a giant mouth. All right, looking good, Squeet. He's perfect. Okay, so the beginning of the story says, at Mia's house in the morning. So I'm assuming that we're never gonna see the name Greggy again. It's just gonna be Mia, which I guess I should have seen coming. I don't feel the best. Maybe it's because I'm aging so fast. I'm 90 years old. I'm a 16-year-old in the body of a 90-year-old. Mia, breakfast! I'm not even ready yet. What should I wear today? Maybe a dress. Oh, wow. She's stunting. Look at her out here. Mum. Oh, is this a British game? Do I have to do a British accent for these people? Mummy. Mum, do you realize what time it is? 8 o'clock. Okay, I'm not gonna do a British accent. I can't. No, sweetie. It's 9. Oh, snap. I'm gonna be late. Bye, Mom. Love you. I like that she's just running in place. I haven't tapped yet, so I assume she's gonna run off the screen when I tap. But she's already started running. She's just like, all right, see you, Mom. I'm going off to school. Off she goes. Oh, and I thought she was gonna run the way that she was facing, but she's turned around and walked the other way. Later on at school. Okay, so I was right. She is a teenager. So it is funny that I made her look mature. Yes, Mom. Okay, bye. Okay, so this is like our friend Grace or something. Hey! Hey, are you still coming over after school? Yeah, for sure. Did you see Shane Dawson's new video? Yes, hello! Imagine how awesome it would be to become a YouTuber. Yeah, but imagine all the hate we would get, especially from Leah and Becky, and the rest of the world. I mean, I don't think it's like guaranteed that you're gonna get a bunch of hate if you become a YouTuber. I really don't get that much hate. I have to really search for it. The vast majority of my audience is like overwhelmingly nice. I feel like you have to do something really shitty to get like a decent amount of hate. And I make fun of people on my YouTube channel. That's like all I do. Right off the bat, it's some unrealistic expectations of what being a YouTuber is like. That's very true. Yes, we would definitely get a lot of hate. Okay, maybe they're like racist or something and we don't know. And that's that's just sort of like the subtext. They're like, we would definitely get a lot of hate on YouTube. We got some super fucked up opinions. Uh-oh. Here's Leah and her friend and Becky, I think her name was. I heard my name. You're hearing things, girl. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm not crazy. And I'm not your girl. Come, Becky, let's leave. They're honestly the meanest people I have ever met. That was such a weird conversation. They just came up and they were like, hey, I heard my name. You're hearing things. No, I'm not. Bye. She didn't have anything to say, or she seems like she's a bully and she didn't bully them at all. She was just like, did you say my name? I'm not crazy. I gotta go. Later on after school, do I need to give them different voices? Is it confusing that I'm using the same voice for all of them? I'm gonna use my normal voice for Mia, and maybe I'll try to come up with different voices for the other characters so it's less confusing. Will I be given any choices in this game? I thought that was like the whole point of the game, is that I can like choose my own destiny and stuff. This is just like reading a book, but I have to tap for each new sentence. What is taking so long? Hey, do you know where Mr. Fields' office is? Oh, it's Skylar. Okay, so this is the guy I designed. I guess his name was supposed to be Skylar. He also looks pretty old and hungry. Oh yeah, it's just around the corner. Oh, thank you. Let me guess. After school detention? I wouldn't guess that by looking at this guy. He looks old. I'd be like, do you work here? Are you a parent? Yep. I was actually being really good today. Yeah, I'm sure you were. Skylar, what are you doing talking to this thing? Oh, okay. All right, I've got a choice here. So I can say, it's actually Mia, get it right? Or, that's not nice. Let's tell her our name. That's actually helpful. And? You think I really care? Is this voice gonna get really annoying? Let's find out. Come, Skylar, we are leaving. Oh, I'm Skylar, by the way. If you didn't hear her say it 2 times. I'm Skylar. Yeah, I'm Mia. I can't believe he actually spoke to me. Oh, Grace is back. Oh, now I gotta come up with a voice for Grace?
Hey, was that Skylar Bradshaw?
Yeah, weird, right?
Yes, very weird.
Let's go. Back at Mia's home. Okay, I'm hoping we're gonna get into some YouTube stuff soon. What's gonna... Does she have cigarettes? She's got cigarettes on her nightstand. Is this an old lady? No wonder she looks like that. She's a chain smoker at the age of 14. Why does she have an ashtray on her nightstand? That's so weird. Maybe it only put that there because I gave her all those mature features. I was actually being serious. I want to start a YouTube channel. Just do it. That's gonna be Grace's new voice. I didn't like the other voice. But you know there are going to be haters out there, right? Especially if the girls at school find out about it. Yeah, well... Oh, okay, so we can just keep it a secret? Or I could just not worry about what other people think. Do we think that Leah and her friend Becky, I think her name was, are really gonna be mean about it? Should we keep it a secret? What would I do if I was in high school and I had a YouTube channel? Well, actually, I did have a YouTube channel in high school, and I didn't keep it a secret, so I'm gonna pick that. Just don't worry about what other people think. You got this, Mia. Yeah, that could work. So, are we gonna do it? You are, not me. What? I can't do it on my own. What? She's not gonna help? Wow. You think you know someone. I'll help you out. I'm not getting in the videos, but fine. What are you gonna film on? I think me mum has an old camera in the basement. I guess I'm just gonna speak in a British accent anytime they say mum. Off they go, down to the basement. Where do we start looking? Maybe in that box that is labeled cameras? Oh, shit, roasted. Maybe in the box labeled cameras, dumbass. Found it. Oh, you're so smart. Here we go. Wait, that's just a phone. The old camcorder that they were talking about that was in the basement is like a modern looking iPhone. Why don't they just use their phones? I assume they have phones, right? A lot of YouTubers actually just use their phones. I was pretty surprised to find that out. So you could blow up using anything. You could film with a can of LaCroix and blow up. And I'm not just saying that because I love LaCroix. I really mean it. Let's head back upstairs. So what's our first video? Your first video. Grace is like, this bitch will not stop including me in this. I don't want to get made fun of at school. But at the same time, it's like, well then stop following her around, Grace. You know? It's like, go home then if you don't want to help. Just do a welcome to my channel video. Oh, that's good. That's clever. How clever. Have you guys seen that TikTok that's it's like a cartoon and he puts a lime on the screen and he's like, I'm clever.
I'm clever.
It's one of my favorite TikToks. Where should we film? Out here should be fine. Okay, let's set the camera up. Is this a good angle? I like that she's just like perfectly covering up Grace. I mean, I guess Grace didn't want to be in the video, but it just kind of seems like kind of savage to be like, how's this angle? The one where we don't have to look at you. How's that for an angle? Looks fine to me. Okay, she likes it, I guess. Okay, I'm starting. You got this. As a YouTuber, I gotta give some constructive criticism. It seems like they decided to start a YouTube channel, but they don't really know what they're gonna do yet. Like, they don't even know what kind of videos they're gonna post, which I guess is fine. Like, you can experiment a little bit, but they're even going into their first video not knowing what they're gonna do. That's how you end up making like Lele Pons videos, where you're just like, I don't know, let's just film whatever, we'll figure it out as we go. Like, what is this introduction video even gonna be? Because usually in an introduction video, people would be like, on this channel, you can expect to see, you know, penguin reviews. I'm gonna be talking about all the hottest penguins, the most dateable penguins of 2020. This one, hot as fuck. But since they don't know what kind of videos they're gonna post on their channel, what is the introduction video just gonna be? It's just gonna be like, hey, I am Mia. Please subscribe. Hey guys, I'm Mia. Okay, so I guess that is what it's gonna be. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Mia goes on talking about herself and her life. It's not important. You don't need to you don't need to see any of that. Any of the interesting stuff. Unaware of what is going to happen in the next few weeks. Hey guys, I really hope you enjoyed episode 1. I'm really sorry for it being short. Please give me feedback. Bye. Oh, okay. Well, so to be continued. We'll do one more episode. I think there's like 8 total. So we'll squeeze another one into this video. Hey guys, welcome back. This episode should be very exciting. Let's get into it. But first, I'll give you a chance to edit your character. So, what's your name? Oh, maybe we get to actually use our name this time. So I'm gonna name her Greggy again. Let's see if we actually get to use the name this time, or if she's just gonna be Mia again. I don't think we wanna change anything unless I can give her white hair. No, all the colors are the same. So, looks good to me. She's perfect. She's beautiful. I still don't know if I should have posted the video. I really want to, but if I do, it's up for everybody to see. I'm gonna do it. Post it. Damn, that was fast. I doubt it'll even get any views anyway. Later on, at school. No views. I knew I wouldn't get any. What's the point? So this is kind of interesting. It's like a duality because she wants it to be popular because she wants to be a popular YouTuber, but she also like doesn't want anyone to see it. That's something I kind of relate to, honestly. It's like, I want my videos to get views because it's very gratifying to be a creator and have people watch what you do, but knowing that like people I know watch my videos kind of freaks me out because I just like picture them watching it and I know they don't laugh at every joke, and so just picturing them watching my videos and like not laughing at some of the jokes just really irks me for some reason, because it just like picturing them being like, oh, that wasn't very funny. It's like, oh no, I'm gonna hide in a hole forever, for the rest of my life. She wants the views, she just doesn't want anyone to see it somehow. She wants her cake and she wants to eat it too, I'd say. Hey Mia, it's me, Skylar. Hey Skylar. I was just going to see if you wanted to maybe do something this weekend. That is, if you're not busy. Ooh, a little bit of romance in this too. So it's not just about YouTube, it's about falling in love. Is he asking me out? Yeah, for sure. Cool, I'll call you tonight. Sounds great. What was that? I think he just asked me on a date. What? He's like one of the most popular guys in school. She says as she points with a fully straightened arm across the room in the opposite direction of where he went. He's one of the most popular boys in school! I even heard that Leah had a little crush on him. Oh, shit. Not her arch nemesis. Oh, this won't end well. Who cares? Rub it in her face. Ha 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 ha. Grace was the one who was making a big deal about it. And then all of a sudden she's like, actually, who cares? Who cares? What? One of the most popular boys in school and our bully has a crush on him? What, do you think I should not go on a date or what? I don't know. Who cares? I don't care. I don't care about anything. That's so mean. But to be honest, she really deserves it. I would like to point out that we haven't seen any evidence that Leah deserves anything. We haven't seen her bully anyone, really. All we've seen her do is be like, hey, did you say my name? Okay, I'm not crazy. Bye. We haven't really seen her do anything that, like, warrants revenge. Did you post the video? Yeah, still no views. Just keep posting. You're gonna gain subscribers eventually. Yeah, I guess you're right. I'll make another video after school. That's good. I like that her first video didn't go viral. I was kind of worried it was gonna make her, like, introduction video go viral, which I've never seen happen before. Unless it's for, like, a person that's already famous making a YouTube channel. Like, Dwayne The Rock Johnson's intro video probably went viral. But, like, just a random person being like, hey, I'm Mia, and this is my channel. Like, that would never go viral. So I was worried it was gonna make that video go viral, but I guess she's gonna keep posting, so that's good. Also, I'm just realizing it's still not using the name that we added. We're still Mia, so that's kind of disappointing. Why did it let us change our name? Was it just like, you can change it to Mia again if you want to? If it wasn't Mia before, you better make it Mia now. I've gotta run. I'll meet you at lunch. Off she goes. Oh, I got a view. Ooh, 1 view. Mia, your video has got over 100 views. Are you serious? Oh. Okay, so is this video gonna go viral? Yes, look! Oh my god! She's not even looking at her phone. She's just like, oh shit! 100 views? Wow! I wish I could see it, but my phone's too high. It's a start, I guess. I'll say, 100 views for your first video where all you do is just like introduce yourself? That's pretty good. You have to make another video when you get home. Yeah, I will. What about though? Make a story time video. That's a good idea. Nothing interesting has happened to me. Ever. In my whole life. Nothing interesting has ever happened to me. I've been sitting in a room smoking cigarettes for 60 years, and then I went to high school and met you. That's all. That's the only thing that's ever happened to me. And that, my friend, is why clickbait was invented. Okay, this episode's story is kind of taking a cynical approach to being a YouTuber. It's kind of like you gotta lie in order to make it. This is kind of interesting. That's terrible. I'll find something to make it about. Remember in first class when you ate a berry off the big tree and everyone told you they were poisonous? Yeah. Talk about that and caption the video, I was poisoned. Oh, so now I can decide whether it's a good idea or not. Should I lead Mia down the path of lying in her YouTube videos, or should we try to stay honest? Shit. I don't know. What do I want to come of this? Here's my plan. I'm gonna say it's okay to lie at first, and once we get a little bit bigger, maybe we'll stop lying if it gives me an option again. But you know what? Just to get the ball rolling a little bit, we can be a little bit clickbaity. That's fine. That's a really good idea, actually. I think it's a great idea. I'll decide when I get home. Oh. Okay. I don't actually get to make any decisions for her. I just get to decide what she says, and then she'll decide later. Okay, well, I've got an appointment to go to, so I'll see you tomorrow. She's right. I'm not gonna get views unless I use some sort of clickbait. I'm just not interesting. That afternoon, Mia's phone begins to ring. Hello? Oh, hey, Skylar. Tomorrow after school? Yeah, for sure. Oh, shit, I think we got a date. We got a date with that hubba hunk of a man, Skylar. Okay, bye. He just asked me to go to the movies with him! Yes! Things are looking good for Mia here. She's got a YouTube video on the rise. She's got a hubba hunk of a man. I've never said that before in my life, but that's how I'm gonna describe Skylar from now on. That hubba hunk of a man. Okay, I've gotta make this video. Okay, camera is set up, and by that she means my phone is in video mode. And that's all the setting up that is required. Here goes. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm going to be telling a story time. I was poisoned! That's actually pretty good. Just like a attention grabber, a nice hook right from the start. Hey guys, today I'm gonna be telling a story. I was poisoned! So basically in first grade, in first class, we all went on an excursion to the zoo. I'm assuming first class is like first grade. The person who wrote this is like British or something, or maybe they live somewhere else. But they say mum and they say first class, so they're not American. That's for sure. Speak American, dude. In first class, we all went on an excursion to the zoo, and there were these big trees there. I was so starving, I would have eaten anything. So I picked a berry from this tree and I ate it. Then next minute, all these kids are running around saying, "You're gonna die!" Oh shit. So I was freaking out. How did all the kids at once know to say, "You're gonna die"? Like, why did everyone immediately think that's poison? We all know. We all took a poisonous plants class together. Were you not there? It was like at the community center. We all took it together. You're gonna die. Mia continues to tell the story with excitement. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Okay, that's done. I wish I could see one of her YouTube videos. We only just get like snippets of them. Just sort of like the intro, and then the story's just kind of like, and so on. And we never really get to see what the full YouTube video is. I would like to critique it. Now I just need to post it. Done. I'm so tired. I'm gonna go to bed. Dude, actually, honestly, that's pretty relatable. When I film a YouTube video, I can't like do anything for the rest of the day. My brain is so fried from trying to make sure I don't fuck up while I'm filming that I just like lay on the couch and do nothing for the rest of the day. So that's actually pretty relatable. Good night, world. Through the night, Mia's phone does not stop buzzing. One buzz after another. That is how it would go if it didn't stop buzzing. What's happening? Find out on the next episode of A YouTuber's Reality. Also, I really want to get the first 3 episodes out, and then I promise the episodes will become much longer. Chloe. All right, well, I say we call it there, fam. There's the first 2 episodes of A YouTuber's Reality. That's 2 out of 8. You know, if this video doesn't turn out super boring, maybe we can finish the series some other time. Hope you guys had fun. Hope you guys had some LaCroix. If you want to get this shirt again, it's at DannyGonzalez.store, or you can get the hoodie version of it. It's pretty much the same color, and that's pretty much the end of the video. Let's end it right now. Before this video starts, I'd like to say that this video is sponsored by Mischief. Mischief is a brand that creates and releases insane new things every 2 weeks. You've probably seen some of their drops before, but didn't even know that they were the ones behind it. I've seen their next drop that's coming up, and it is sick, and the only way to know about it is by downloading the Mischief app. So if you want to be in the know, search MSCHF on the App Store or Google Play Store, or go to mischief.com. Anyways, here's the video. What's up, Greg, and welcome back to another episode of Ditsugaki, the internet's most notorious ripoff of Diggy Gorgonzola. So it has been brought to my attention that the movie that I made a video about a couple weeks ago, What's Up, is actually a sequel. I did not realize this. There were a lot of things that I was confused about in that movie, and apparently it's because that movie is a sequel to a different movie called Big and Little Monsters, which is actually a ripoff of Monsters vs. Aliens. I gotta be honest, it's kind of clever of them to just use the same characters to rip off a different movie. That's pretty genius. Like, they didn't have to like remodel any new characters or make a new set or anything like that. They can just stick all of these characters in a different movie. So today we're gonna be taking a look at Big and Little Monsters, and we're gonna see if it's any less bad than What's Up. And we're also going to see if it's any less racist. Also, I'm curious to see if any of the questions that I had about What's Up are answered in this movie, because this movie is supposed to set up What's Up. All right, let's dive in.
I'm about to dive in.
So the movie starts with Dr. Crumb being woken up. He's got a very technologically advanced room, but what else would you expect from Dr. Crumb? He's got all these little gadgets designed to wake him up and give him a good morning. He's got this little floating robot that comes to give him the news.
Express breakfast, country breakfast, breakfast with nuts, Sunday breakfast, breakfast delight.
Huh. Interesting. What a weird-ass menu. This thing is not intuitive at all. Yeah, that's right. We're getting real nitpicky right off the bat. This menu, it doesn't make any sense. Like, why not just write the names of all the breakfast items? Why do they have to have pictures of the sun that are supposed to somehow tell you what you're getting for breakfast? I mean, these icons barely even tell you what each breakfast is. Like the first one, this is supposed to be express breakfast, but it's just a picture of the sun, and I guess he's like going fast. He's just a fast sun. So I guess maybe you could infer that that's supposed to mean express breakfast, but that still doesn't tell you what express breakfast is. Like, what is in the meal? It's just a fast sun. Also, what the heck is breakfast delight? The last one.
Breakfast delight.
I think I can picture kind of what each one of these would be, except for breakfast delight, and the picture doesn't help at all because it's just a picture of a clown. It's just a regular meal like any other one of these meals, but like a clown serves it. Just a clown bringing you out a regular ass omelet.
You selected Country Breakfast. Good morning, Dr. Crumb. Yesterday's electronic news headlines. Tomorrow, Dr. Crumb will launch the first intergalactic supersonic geometric antenna.
Right off the bat, the movie's not any less racist, specifically towards Chinese people. What is with the writers of these movies and being really racist? In the last movie, they had the guy that they kept making fun of, and now in this one, the robot is making fun of Chinese people?
For crying out loud! It must be a virus. I'm sure I unsubscribed from that darn Chinese news channel.
Oh, your robot got a virus? The robot that you made and only you own got a virus? Who wrote the virus for your robot that no one else knows exists? I think you programmed it to do that just so you could be racist. It kind of seems like it.
Country breakfast will be ready in...
Oh, here we go. Now we get to see what the country breakfast is. Look at all those pots and pans in the background that were used to make this breakfast. I bet it's gonna be a pretty exquisite breakfast.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1... Country breakfast complete.
It's an egg. It's one egg. The country breakfast is just one egg and coffee, but like in a cup the size of a shot glass, just a little tiny little thimble full of coffee. That's all Dr. Crumb needs to get himself going in the morning. Is this a thing? Is there such a thing as a country breakfast that's just one egg? One hard-boiled egg? Reminds me of life out on the farm. It was a simpler life, to be sure. Every morning I would get fed one hard-boiled egg by my floating racist robot, and I would drink coffee out of a cup the size of a water bottle cap. I miss those days. That was a simpler time.
More salt!
More salt.
A little more salt, please.
A little more salt.
Apply. Junk. Yeah. Good morning, Amanda. Oh, this junky concentrated salt laser still isn't working right. It needs to be fixed right away. Who can eat breakfast like this?
So one thing I noticed right at the beginning of this movie is that Dr. Crumb seems a little bit different. He seems a little more cranky and jaded, especially towards technology. Like right here, he gets pretty pissed about his salt laser not working. I don't know why he needs a laser to put salt on his egg. I feel like a salt shaker would be just as convenient, if not more, because you don't have to like change the batteries or invent it. So over breakfast, Amanda, Dr. Crumb, and Gunto are all talking about their big day today because this like intergalactic antenna that Dr. Crumb and Dr. Zooks have been working on for a really long time is about to be operational. This antenna is apparently supposed to help them contact extraterrestrials, get messages from aliens, all that good shit. So they're all really, really excited.
Oh boy, the antenna! We're officially late! We've got to get out of here! Gunto, what on earth are you doing? Gunto, give me that! I have no idea what you're doing, but this isn't one of your silly toys, you hear me?
So in addition to being pretty cranky in this movie, Dr. Crumb also hates Gunto. I don't know what happened between this movie and the next one that made him like Gunto, but in this movie, he fucking hates his own nephew. It's really weird, which was pretty shocking and devastating to me, because I happen to be a pretty big Gunto stan.
In a few moments, we'll be able to communicate with any intelligent being in the vastness of outer space!
Dr. Crumb, please! Dr. Zooks, just one more question! What about our security? We're still pretty traumatized by the images of that film showing how you fought off those terrible aliens during the infamous invasion of 54.
One thing that they keep bringing up at the beginning that's going to be important later is this alien invasion of 1954. So apparently there was this alien invasion back in the 50s that Dr. Crumb and Dr. Zoops helped stop. They got rid of all the aliens, fought them all, sent them back to space. Not really clear what they did, but that's the reason that they're such famous scientists now is because of that alien invasion back in the 50s. Remember that for later. Just tuck it back into the depths of your mind. You're gonna need it. You're gonna need to know about it later.
If you will allow me, I'd like to ask a very special young lady to help me turn on the antenna. My niece, Amanda.
Can I go with you, please?
No, you stay here. You're too immature to handle a machine like this.
Do you see this? Even Amanda's getting in on the Gunto hating action. Put some respect on Gunto's name, man. Disrespectful. Wow, yeah. Looks like it really took a lot of maturity to turn that machine on. Way to go, Amanda. You're so smart and mature. If only Gunto could have flipped that switch. Why they gotta do my boy Gunto like this? After this press conference, Gunto's walking around all sad because nobody let him turn on the machine. And while he's walking around, this meteorite comes from outer space and crashes like right at his feet. Just a quick side note, I feel like if something of that size really came that fast and crashed into Earth, it would probably have killed Gunto. I'm glad it didn't. I'm just saying, like, physics-wise, I'm pretty sure it would have rocked his shit. If there's any scientists watching this and want to confirm that, let me know. But it was literally burning up on its way to Earth, so I'm pretty sure that Gunto should be dead.
Wow, this is so beautiful!
Oh yeah, shit. Look at that green ball. So beautiful. Green ball. Flat green ball that is somehow not affected by light. There's no shading on this ball. It's so beautiful.
Uncle, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. Is it possible for the antenna to receive alien messages through a baseball?
No, Guto. You already saw.
So you might have thought that the animation in What's Up was bad, but get ready because it seems like there are a lot of issues that they had worked out in What's Up that they were still having in this movie. For example, in this movie, there's a lot of scenes where certain characters' hair and clothes will just start vibrating for no reason. Like in this scene, Dr. Crumb's hair is just going brrrr. Why is it doing that? What's up with that? You know, maybe it's because he's so goddamn smart. Ever think of that? His brain is doing fucking front flips in his head. He's so smart that his brain just gets bored sometimes with regular life, and it's just gotta do extreme sports in his head, and it's making his hair go.
It's time to go to sleep.
Still plenty of awkward pauses in this movie, though. There was no effort to change that. I mean, I guess this movie came before that, so it makes sense that there would still be so many awkward pauses. Starting to think that this was more of an artistic choice than a mistake. That moment when you're putting your brother to sleep and you've already tucked him in. It's time for bed.
New message.
It's a message! It's a message!
Oh shit! The intergalactic antenna is getting a message. Our boys Dr. Zooks and Dr. Crumb are over the moon. They're getting their first message from aliens, so let's check it out and see what it says.
Salt, sugar, mutation, danger. Salty junk food, hurry, salt, repeat, no sugar.
Is there a defect? What a strange message! I can't stand machines! I hate them! What a bunch of hunks of junk! If only one of them would work right!
Yo, holy shit, dude, calm down. So mad immediately about a machine not working.
What a bunch of hunks of junk!
One that you built, by the way, so if it's not working, it's probably your fault, right? Because you didn't build it right? I gotta be honest, guys, Dr. Crumb, he's different in this movie. Dr. Crumb hits different in this movie, dude. He's a little bit wild. He's kind of off his rocker. He's a cranky little man. Imagine getting your first message from outer space. You get a message from aliens on an antenna that you built, and it doesn't make sense at first, and your first reaction is just like, what the fuck, I hate science! I hate machines! Fuck technology! I hate electricity! I'm going to go live in the woods! I'm gonna live with the squirrels forever! I swear, dude, Dr. Crumb is like one tiny little glitch away from going Amish. He's gonna go full Amish.
And what do we have here? It's a piece of the baseball I saw hit the antenna. That's what I was trying to ask you about at dinner. Remember? I thought it could be a message from space.
Uh-oh, it looks like whatever was in that green ball, remember the sexy hot green ball from earlier? Whatever was in it, it looks like it escaped because it's in pieces on the floor.
What do you mean it hit the antenna? But when?
Yeah, look at that. Look at her hair. It's doing that thing that Dr. Crumb's hair was doing. Just, what's going on there? She looks like she's gonna fly away. What was that? A weird sound? I gotta go!
Oh my goodness, that can't be what I think it is. We have to tell Uncle Crumb.
Tell me what? What was that noise?
This scene's weird because they're looking at whatever is outside. It's whatever came out of the green ball. They're like watching it and saying shit about it, but they're not showing it, which I guess could be like an artistic choice. Some movies do that where they're like, oh my god, look at that. And then it cuts to the next scene and you're like left in suspense. But because this movie is so lazily animated, all I can think is that they just did this to get out of animating the monster for one scene. They really got too lazy to animate like the main antagonist of the movie.
He's destroying everything! Aren't those the same aliens you fought and defeated in '54? It's time for you to save the world again!
sometimes Amanda moves like she's a character in a horror movie. Like she's the girl from The Grudge or The Ring or something. It's like she like speeds up and slows down at weird speeds and her hair is going bop, 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 bop.
It's time for you to save the world again!
I'm worried about Amanda in this movie, dude. First her vibrating hair, and now she's moving like some kind of ghostly apparition. Can't say I like that.
I think they came from inside Guto's bag. There's definitely 3 monsters, and I think they came from the ball that hit the antenna.
Let me have a look. Very interesting. This sound.
Oh, fuck, dude, what? He just licked that thing. He doesn't know what that is. I guess Dr. Crumb also thought the ball was really good looking. He really liked that sexy green ball. He's like, oh, fuck yeah, let me see that shit. I gotta taste it. But even Gunto didn't think the ball was that good looking. Look at him. His face says it all. He's disgusted.
Obviously, it isn't a spaceship. Organic material indicates the formation of a living outer covering inside of which these strange beings develop. In other words, we can say that your baseball here is an egg.
Oh shit, it wasn't just a regular green ball, it was an egg. Now I know why Dr. Crumb wanted to taste it. He thought that shit was a whole ass country breakfast. So Dr. Zooks analyzes the egg, finds out it came from outer space because it's got some star fragments in it. And then Gunto also turns on the news and they hear that there's monsters ravaging the city. They're at the zoo and they're eating animals and shit. It sounds actually horrifying. Even like the anchor on the news is terrified.
The wrath of destruction is terrible. In an instant, the monster mercilessly tore apart a garden.
Turn it off, Gunto.
And for some reason has run into the zoo. It's sheer madness.
Amanda and Gunto get pretty gung-ho about going to fight the monsters because they're like, well shit, we got Dr. Zooks and Dr. Crumb. They fought aliens before in the alien invasion of 1954, so we'll be good. They've got plenty of monster alien hunting equipment. But the whole time that Amanda is talking about going to fight these aliens, Dr. Crumb looks really worried and eventually pulls Dr. Zooks off to the side.
Dr. Zooks, I don't believe it's possible. This monster story must be some type of scheme that we need to get to the bottom of. They'll find out the whole lie. Monsters don't exist. We invented everything. That story about an invasion of monsters we made up was just so that the government would invest in our interplanetary communication project.
Wow, so it turns out they were phonies the whole time. Turns out they made up the whole alien invasion thing just to get money from the government. I don't know how they faked an entire alien invasion just to get money from the government. Like, wouldn't there need to be other witnesses or like buildings destroyed and stuff? Did they kill people and destroy buildings to pretend that they were fighting aliens? That's pretty fucked up.
These monsters are a fraud! They're gonna find out everything! We're done! Fried!
Oh, fuck him up, Dr. Zooks. Oh, I love that sound that he makes when he slaps him. He sounds like he's really getting his shit rocked. Yeah, his brain's really doing flips now. That's kind of a weird thing that only happens in movies, I'm just realizing. Like, in movies all the time someone will be having like a nervous breakdown and their friend will be like, snap out of it, and slap him in the face. How many times in your life have you had a friend that was in a serious crisis? Maybe they were having like a mental breakdown and you thought to yourself, oh, I know what'll calm him down. I'm gonna slap the shit out of him. Oh, you may be having a panic attack, but get ready for a physical attack, bitch. Kick him in the face. Kill him.
But Amanda gets into everything. Whatever tweaks her interest, she wants to know everything. Dr. Zooks, my niece will find out. And when she does, she'll no longer respect me. Do you understand?
Come on, Dr. Crumb, that girl completely idolizes you!
Yo, what about Gunto? What about the boy? What the hell? Why is this dude so obsessed with Amanda? This whole movie is so disrespectful to my boy Gunto. My niece! What am I gonna do if my niece finds out? Ugh. Chill out, you weirdo.
It's not important what you did, but who you are. A dedicated scientist, an attentive uncle, and a man with character she can be proud of. Look at everything you do. Everything you think. You're a famous scientist.
Yeah, I wouldn't be that confident that she's still gonna like you. Like, sure, you're still a famous scientist. Like, we've all established that the reason for that is a big hoax. So you shouldn't even be a famous scientist. And judging by how baffled you are at technology, it still seems like even after all this time, you still suck at science. Anyway, so they have that conversation, and then Dr. Crumb goes back outside to talk to Amanda and Gunto and finds that they've left. They went to go fight the aliens on their own and are just gonna let Dr. Crumb and Dr. Zooks catch up with them.
Dear Uncle, we went ahead of you with the photoplasmolithium guns. I'm sure the plan you're putting together will work perfectly, saving us all and the whole world will be grateful again.
Amanda, you're in danger. My dear niece in danger, and it's all my fault. What are we going to do?
What about Gunto? Hey, remember the little boy that you're to care for? You know, you got Amanda, and then your much more younger and defenseless little nephew, Gunto. Yeah, he's there too. He's gone off to fight monsters with fake guns. Do you think that that's maybe a problem too? Or are you just concerned about the niece? So Gunto and Amanda show up to the park. They find this guy selling popcorn, so Gunto starts to buy some popcorn. But then one of the aliens pops out of nowhere, and they all freak out. Dr. Zooks and Dr. Crumb pull up just in the nick of time, and they hop in the car and they make a getaway.
Good for nothing, kids. These days they walk all over you. Even an old popcorn vendor. There's no respect for the corn. When's it all gonna stop?
Why do I suddenly feel like this movie was written by a retired popcorn salesman? So they're riding along. They have a little heart-to-heart because Dr. Crumb eventually tells Amanda that the whole alien invasion was a hoax before, so they're really not as safe as they thought. Then a monster comes out of nowhere, tries to eat them again, and they end up hiding in a movie theater.
Do you think those monsters are gone?
Would you mind keeping it down? I think I heard something.
How did that work? I guess the salt shrank the monster. But like, how did the salt come out of the salt shaker like that? Like, Gunto shook it up and popped it open and the salt just came shooting out. Hey, animators, you know that salt isn't soda, right? You know that that's not how salt works? You can't just shake up a thing of salt and let it spray like that. That's not how it works. Also, Loki kind of disturbed about how pained the monster sounded as it was being salted. Like, that is some seriously haunting shit. It really seems like it's experiencing the most pain it's ever felt.
Be careful! If you give that little guy any more popcorn, he'll disappear!
You're absolutely right.
I thought once they started talking, the monster would stop making that noise, or they would, you know, like reduce the volume of that monster so it wouldn't be so distracting. But nah, the sound design people were just like, fuck it. Monster giggling through the whole scene. Good luck trying to pay attention to the dialogue now, bitch. So they've caught one monster, but there's still two more. But Dr. Crumb doesn't want them to go out and try to catch more monsters because he thinks it's not safe, so he grounds them. But Amanda and Gunto decide to sneak out, and now that they know that salt makes the monster shrink, they decide to bring a bunch of little packets of nuts, like tiny little bags of nuts. They bring them along to try to fight the monsters.
Now, Gunto, hit him with the salt, quick! Take this, you oversweetened monster! Swallow these salty peanuts!
Yo, what? That's so many nuts. How did all those nuts come out of that tiny little bag? They just rip open a tiny little, like, airplane-sized bag of cashews, and it's just endless cashews. Now that's what I call
breakfast with nuts.
Hit him with the salt, brother!
Yeah. Look, I think it's the monster's pet.
We come in peace.
Okay, so then these other aliens show up, and they're little aliens, and they tell Amanda and Gunto that apparently these big monster aliens that are running around are their pets. They're aliens from another planet, and they had these pets in little eggs, and they were flying by, and they accidentally dropped one down to Earth. So now they're gonna help Amanda and Gunto track down the monsters and feed them salt, which will help shrink them, and then they can take them back to their planet. But they also say that the opposite of salt is sugar. If the monsters get sugar, that's gonna be bad, and they'll get bigger and stronger. So they can't let them get any sugar.
Oh, I want that one right there. Double chocolate delight.
Okay, this part is really awkward, and I feel like when I just show little clips from the movie, you don't really get a sense for how awkwardly it's animated, because I'm trying to cut it down for time and make this video interesting. But I'm gonna let this part play out in its entirety so that you can really get a sense for how unnecessarily long some sequences in this movie are.
Welcome to Ice Cream Express. How can I help you?
Oh no, he got the ice cream. He got sweets. That's bad. Also, did they run out of time to model background characters? Because this person in the background is clearly Gunto, but just in the shadows so you can't see him. That's very clearly the silhouette of Gunto. But they really thought we wouldn't notice, huh? Actually, honestly, maybe it is Gunto. Everyone's disrespecting him so much in this movie, I wouldn't be surprised if he was just like, you know what, I'm gonna fuck off and just go eat ice cream by myself. At this point, I can believe it. I think Gunto needs a break from his really mean family. Anyway, eventually they catch all the monsters, and just like in What's Up, they've caught all the monsters and the day is saved. You know, now that I think about it, like even the plot is the same. There's 3 monsters that get loose and they have to go find them. So what did they change? What is different about these movies?
Thank you for all your help.
Yes, we thought for sure we lost them forever. We sent an SOS emergency message to advise you not to feed them anything sweet.
So that was your message, not a defect. Then the antenna works. It really works. Did you hear that?
Oh, so the message they got at the beginning was right. Wow, what a poorly worded message. How are they supposed to make any sense of that? It seemed like a really critical thing that they understood very clearly what was going on. But instead they were just like,
Lost! Sugar! Junk food! Danger! Sugar danger!
really helpful, aliens. Good job. Anyway, that's the end of the movie. In conclusion, did we learn anything new about the universe of What's Up and Big Little Monsters? Actually, yeah, I think I did. Well, no, I guess I didn't. I didn't learn anything that I wanted to know the answer to, but I did learn things that I didn't think needed a different answer. Like in What's Up, I just assumed that Dr. Crumb and Dr. Zooks were good scientists, and that's why they had all of the cool stuff and the great technology. But from this movie, it kind of seems like everything that they have, they either fake or got it from aliens as a gift. So that's a thing that I didn't think was gonna change in this movie, but did. Well, that's the movie. I should mention that I have some new merch available on my merch store. There's a nice yellow Greg hoodie, and then there's like a light blue and a coral Greg t-shirt. Some nice summer options for you. All right, well, with all that out of the way, guys, now it's time to talk about our sponsor, Mischief. Mischief is a really cool brand. I've been seeing their drops for a while now, and honestly, they do some really impressive stuff. They release something crazy every 2 weeks, and they'll range from like viral digital experiences to weird luxury items. The most recent one that you might have heard about is their collaboration with Mr. Beast. It was called Finger on the App. It was basically a competition amongst millions of people. Anyone could download the app, and it was a competition to see who could keep their finger on an app for the longest. There were over 1 million players. It got to #1 on the App Store, and it lasted for over 72 hours. And the grand prize was a whopping $25,000. Another funny one is Scream Club, which is a website where you can go to just scream. So if you've ever wanted to go to a website and just scream or hear other people scream, then this might be for you. You might have heard of this one because there was a pretty viral TikTok about it. Over 1 million people have gone in and screamed, and this was actually one of their secret drops. So this would be one where you would have to have the Mischief app in order to be able to get in and scream your little head off. They also have a magazine called Mischief Mag. Each issue has some really interesting stuff in there. For example, they taught you how to use Spotify to make free money, basically. And another covered how to break traffic laws, but legally. Also, I may or may not be allowed to disclose this, but Mischief Mag Volume 2 comes out in August. And it's even crazier than the first one, and the only way to get it is by downloading the app. So go ahead and download the app. Search Mischief on the Google Play Store or the App Store. People with the app get first access to all of the drops, and they also get access to secret drops that you can only get with the app. Or go to mischief.com. Again, Mischief is spelled M-S-C-H-F. Thanks to Mischief for sponsoring this video, and thank you to you guys for checking out Mischief. Again, it's a really cool company. I highly recommend checking it out. They do a lot of cool stuff. All right, now back to the rest of the video. All right, well, that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're new here and you're not subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe and turn on my notifications to join Greg. Greg's what I call my subscribers, but more importantly, guys, we're a family. We're all blood related. We all came out of the same mommy, and we're one big happy family, and we're the strongest army on the internet, and please don't look that up. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
This video is over now. Over now. You'll find something else to watch, or just watch this video. I know we had a lot of fun, a lot of fun, but you can't stay on this end screen forever. No. This video is over now, over now. So why are you still watching this?
What's up, Greg? I hope you're all having a great day. Welcome back to my channel. This, of course, is another episode
of 123 no. Real quick before we get started, I keep forgetting to say this, but thank you guys for 3 million subscribers. I think the reason I keep forgetting to say it is because it doesn't feel real. Sometimes when I think about how many subscribers I have, I get too weirded out, and it feels weird to me that I even have more than 100,000 subscribers. If a couple years ago you told me that I had 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, I'd be like, oh man, I'm living the good life. That was like my goal a couple years ago, to hit 100,000 subscribers. So the fact that I now have 30 times that amount is insane, and it doesn't feel real. But thank you guys for supporting me. It really means the world to me. It's very cool that you guys watch my videos. And then the other thing is, thank you to those of you who came to the tour. The tour is over now. It ended in October. I also keep forgetting to mention this. The tour was so fun. One of the coolest things I've ever done. Getting to hang out with Drew and Curtis all day, every day was so fun. And probably my favorite part, I got to meet a lot of people that watch my videos and like comment and tweet at me all the time. So even though I'm really glad to be home, I miss Laura, I missed my whole life. It's definitely something I want to do again someday, so if you didn't get a chance to come, I'm sure there will be another chance to see me in the future. If you did get to come, thank you so much. Anyway, enough being sappy. It's time to complain. Guys, Troom has a new competitor. A new foe has entered the match. A new challenger has appeared. 123 Go. I found this channel a couple of days ago. They're pretty much just like Troom. They do pranks, they do DIY stuff, life hacks, crafts, anything that Troom does, 123 Go does. And they're coming for the crown, baby. They're coming for that sweet, sweet crafting crown.
Check out your new dresser, Mia. Well done.
They want to be the crafting kings. When I say 123 Go is a channel, what I really mean is that they're like a conglomerate of like 1,000 channels, I think. The reason I found them is because the other day I was scrolling on the trending page and they had 3 videos on the trending page. They had one at number 15, one at number 4, and then one at number 1 on the trending page. They were dominating the trending page on YouTube for like an entire day, which doesn't seem legit at all. It seems very suspicious. I don't know how they manage that. It's very strange. And the other weird thing is that they're all on different channels. The video at number 1 on trending was on the main channel 123 Go, but then there's this other video that was on 123 Go Challenge, and then the third one is on 123 Go Gold. I don't know why they have so many channels. It seems like they pretty much do the same thing on every channel. I don't know if it's some way to like trick the trending or manipulate the algorithm or something. I don't know. I'm not smart. But I watched all of these videos and damn, they're not good. It seems that 123 Go is not only coming for the craft crown, but they're coming for the cringe crown. So let's go ahead and take a look at these videos and see if they're really worthy of the cringe crown. Or the craft crown. Okay, this first one is called Cool, Girly, and Beauty Hacks. Smart DIY hacks for girls. Now, I'm not a girl. I'm a Greg. So I don't know how well I'll be able to judge these, but I've seen girls before. So I feel like I'm qualified to judge this video.
There are all kinds of life hacks, but for us ladies, there are a whole mess of girly hacks out there that serve us way better. Well, when it comes to girly hacks, there's a thin line between subtle trickery and full-on ridiculousness. Ooh, see what I mean?
I feel like at the beginning of the video, they're already firing shots at other DIY channels. They're like, some DIY hacks out there are just plain ridiculous. So stick with us, cause ours are good at normal. Spoiler alert. They're not. I don't know if you can tell, but I don't wear a lot of makeup and I don't watch makeup tutorials. So I don't know how accurate this is, but like, has there ever been a beauty tutorial ever that has been like, go ahead and cover your whole face with lipstick? Do you wish your lips were bigger and more lush? Well, how about turning your whole face into lips? Make your whole face lips? How about turning into a giant lip monster? Does that sound nice? Want to be, look like a big red lobster?
All right, let's get curling, shall we? Starting with the front? Good thinking, Amy. Whoa, looks like that electric current just did Amy's hair for her. Amy, your hair is...
Huh? What happened? What happened to her hair? Where did that green electricity come from?
There's gotta be a way we can fix this. Think this old sock can help? First, take a good chunk of hair and separate it from the rest. Wrap the rest of the strand around the remaining hanging material.
I'm sorry, what is the problem that this hack is trying to solve? What happened? A perfectly good curling iron? Uh-oh, you might want to throw that shit in the trash. Because you see, if lightning strikes your house while you're doing your hair, lightning could flow through your house and into your curling iron, and then it could kind of mess up your hair. Oh no! So because of that 1 in a million risk, you're gonna wanna throw your curling iron in a fucking furnace and use a sock from now on. For the record, I know that it's possible to burn your hair with a curling iron, but that's not what happened. Electricity, green electricity, came through the cord and electrocuted her. That, I don't think happens.
Okay, let's see the magic unfold, shall we? Is it just me, or are those sock curls just as fabulous as curling iron curls?
Okay, that's kind of a nice hack if it works. I just feel like the story was a little bit off. Like, she should have forgot her curling iron and then used a sock to curl her hair. Don't say that a curling iron's not gonna work. Obviously they work, that's why people use them, and they don't just randomly electrocute people.
Let's see, I don't want pepper or salt. Ooh, spicy dressing, that'll work. No! There's one last drop and it ends up on my white t-shirt? Really? This is a stain emergency, Lana. Maybe it'll come out with water? Oh, that didn't work. Yikes. Lana, what do I do? Shaving cream? It's worth a try, right?
I like the little stories that they add in between the hacks that gives them like a reason to use the hack. It's not just DIY hack after DIY hack. There's a little story. It's a nice little, it's almost like a little beauty movie. But her logic in this scene as a character just doesn't really make sense to me. It's just kind of weird that she has no idea if the shaving cream would work or not. Like, she has no reason to think shaving cream would fix her stain. But she's just like, I don't fucking know, shaving cream? It's worth a try. And she just randomly stumbles upon this amazing life hack. Does she do this every time it gets a stain? Just reaches for the nearest liquid and pours it all over her shirt and hopes that it has stain removing properties? I just feel like it would be more realistic if sometimes she tried like a random beauty hack that she had a hunch would work and it just doesn't at all. Like, oh no, I ripped my pants on the way to class. I'm gonna look like the dumbest, stupid fucking idiot in the whole class. Wait. A lighter! Could I melt my jeans and meld them back together? It's worth a shot. And then it just cuts to him standing in front of the smoldering remains of his house. Like, what have I done? I feel like that would be more realistic, personally.
Oh, hey, Lana. Lana? Your hair looks amazing. Pink is so your color. Wow, why am I suddenly hating my boring brown hair? Ew. I got you, girl. Check out this super easy hair hack. Just spray some color on a brush, and boom! You're in for an exciting color explosion.
What kind of color was that? She just said spray some color on a brush. Was that spray paint? What was it? Was it spray hair dye? They didn't say. They just said spray some color on a brush.
Just spray some color on a brush.
Just pure color. Just spray some pure blue. The essence of blue. Just gather up the color blue, and then put it in your hair. I don't know where to get that.
Brace yourself, Lily. Here it comes. Whoa, your hair's turning blue before our very eyes.
Maybe I'm missing something, but couldn't you just spray the hair with the color? Why did you need to spray it all over a brush? Now you can't use that brush anymore. Now the brush is blue forever, or until you get it out somehow. This shit makes no sense. Thumbs down. Wait. Life hacks not making sense? What kind of world do we live in?
If you put a deeper shade of foundation lightly onto a brush, you can kiss your skin with some adorable freckles. Ow! Who left this sharp bobby pin on the couch like this? Ooh! Something just stabbed me right in the foot! I see you, you little sucker. Ow! Let's see if my mascara's in here. Where is it? Yikes! Another evil bobby pin strikes again! Are these things conspiring against me or something? If you're a girl, there's no doubt you understand the plight of stray bobby pins.
What is going on? This seems like such an overreaction to touching a bobby pin. Or having it on your finger. Also, does this even happen that much? When you reach into things, you come out with bobby pins all over your fingers? She seems like it's really hurting her every time, too. Does having a bobby pin just lightly clamped on your finger hurt that bad? The girl in the video is like, ow, whoa, oh! Help, someone help!
I'm a doctor.
Huh?
You asked for help, I'm a doctor.
Well, where the fuck am I?
The hospital, you asked for help. I'm a doctor.
Oh, yeah, I have a bobby pin on my finger. Fuck! Oh, shit. We have to take an x-ray right now. Put your finger in there. Okay. Oh, shit. Oh, what? Your finger is fucked up. That is a fucked up finger. Is it broken? Broken? No, your bone is just dust. There's nothing to be broken. There's no bone anymore. Your finger's basically just a bag of sand. Well, can you fix it? I'm afraid the only thing we can do at this point is just cut off your whole ass arm. That makes sense. All right, let me just grab my knife. Oh! Heck no! Anyway, the solution is to put it in a Tic Tac case.
Simply put those bad boys in there and you're all set.
All right, that's the end of that video. The next one is very strange. It's a little bit different. This one is on the channel 123 Go Challenge, and it's called Wearing Long Acrylic Nails for 24 Hours. Longest nails ever! Funny pranks by 123 Go Challenge. This one is more of like a long skit than any sort of practical information, any kind of useful DIY tips. It's just a long skit about this guy's life being ruined. So basically, this guy and this girl are hanging out, and the guy makes the girl drop all her change.
No, my change!
Oh no, my change! All my nickels and dimes and quarters and $half. Why do they have $half? Do people even still use $half? I feel like I haven't seen a $half in like 15 years. So she tries picking up the change, but she can't because her nails are too long, and the guy gets all impatient.
Fine, I'll help.
What was that? What was that little noise? He grunted like a little gremlin. This bitch is taking forever. So finally he picks up all the change and he puts it in his pocket and he keeps it and he's like, if you drop it again, you won't be able to pick it up, so I might as well hold on to it.
What if you drop it all again? It's definitely safer with me.
So she gets all pissed, so later that night she sneaks into his room where he's sleeping, but it's the same room, he's just sleeping on the couch. They probably didn't have another set, they just had the couch room set, so that's just where this character sleeps. And while he's sleeping, she glues really, really long acrylics on him. As you do. And then the rest of the video is just him bumbling around being useless. He can't do shit because he's got really long acrylics. He can't seem to figure out how to pick anything up. Can't really manipulate things well. He's making everything look a lot harder than it should. He's really playing it up. There's one part where he's on the toilet and he tries to wipe his butthole, but I guess he's got really long nails, so he ends up scratching his butthole.
Any last words, Kevin?
And then like a couple scenes later, he's using his fingernails to skewer food and eat it, so that's gross.
Amy, open your eyes. There's someone or something in your room. Huh? What is that? Please don't hurt me. Where the heck is the light switch? Huh, I found it. Okay, who's there? Show yourself. Hey there.
Hey there. It was just me. I was just standing in your room like this, posing like a witch for no reason. Can you take my nails off, please? And she does.
My regular nails. I thought I'd never see you again.
All in all, this video was a disaster. Which brings us to the final video that was on the trending page. It's called Best Challenges and Pranks on Your Friends. And this one, of course, is on 123 Go Gold. I'm not sure what makes this one gold. Maybe it's like their premium content, their most golden material. Dude, this shit is gold. Is this the best shit that 123 Go has to offer? That wouldn't be saying that much, honestly. Let's find out.
Hey girl, I think it's time for a style upgrade. Take this scarf. Now put it around your neck like this. Now take each side with opposite arms and flip them around your neck. Yep, like that. Take the ends and tie them in a simple knot. Tighten it, and poof. Whoa, how did you do that without choking yourself?
This seems kind of dangerous. Trick your friend into fucking strangling themselves. You're gonna have so much fun watching your friend choke to death, all because of you.
Jeez, you didn't tell me this was a life-threatening trick.
They even say it's a life-threatening prank. But no, please, go ahead, try it. Try this shit out with a friend. It works better on people with asthma or other lung conditions. And the best part is, you'll get off scot-free. Your friend's gonna strangle themselves to death and the cops will be none the wiser. Now that's what I call gold. Mwah. That's gold.
Ah, the bathroom. A private place where one feels most vulnerable. Also known as the perfect place to pull a prank. Snag an old toilet paper roll and run it under some water in the sink. Make sure to really soak it. Now crinkle it up so it looks like a... well, do I really have to say it?
Yep, looks like a poopy. Looks just like poop. Whose poop is that supposed to be? That just looks like crumpled up cardboard. I don't want to get into the nitty gritty of what my poop looks like, but it doesn't look like that.
Wait for an unsuspecting friend and... whoa, what the heck is that? Oh no, don't throw up.
Oh no, there's poopy in the toilet where poopy goes? Oh man, I think I'm gonna puke. Gold!
Finally, I'm done packing. I can't reach. Here we go. They're alive!
Oh shit, a box monster! A box monster! No!
Emily, is that you?
Oh, never mind. It's just a witch. Okay, this is actually kind of a good prank. It would scare someone, but I do feel like it requires a lot of planning. And also, who has like a box room in their house? Is this supposed to be a prank you can do on a friend? Or is this like for coworkers? Because I could see you having like a storage room at work that's full of boxes, but then you're like ruining a bunch of shit at your job. You're like cutting open boxes that they can't use now. Or is this supposed to be at someone's house? Like, what room could you do this in? I've never been to a friend's house that just had a room full of boxes. Okay, so let's assume that this is supposed to be like at your job. You have a storage room full of boxes. You bring your own boxes from home. You cut them up. You're standing there. And then you just have to wait for like hours until someone comes back into the storage room. And also, you're not doing your job. You're not at your job because you're hiding in the storage room. Your boss is all pissed because he can't find you, and then finally he comes back into the storage room and you scare him and he pees his pants, and then you take off the thing and he's like, that was you? Why aren't you doing your fucking job? And then he fires you and you can't pay rent and you become homeless, and that's gold. Alright guys, well, that's it for this week's episode of 1, 2, 3, No. I hope you enjoyed it. I've been your host, Danny. Like I mentioned in the previous video, I've got some new merch on the merch store, DannyGonzalez.store. If you want to get some of that shit, just click the link in the description. Also, I have a new song out I just released today. It's called Daddy. It's on Spotify if you want to stream it. It's also on Apple Music and iTunes and everywhere else that you would stream things. If you're new here and you're not subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe and turn on my notifications to join Greg. Greg is what I call my fans, but we're also a family. We're an army, and we're all one person named Greg. And all you have to do to become part of Greg is subscribe and turn on my notifications. Alright, thank you to Rebecca Rodriguez for turning on my notifications. You are truly Greg. I'll see you guys next time with a really interesting video where I do some random shit and get kind of quirky. Bye!
She called me daddy. Yeah, I ain't got no kids, but the way she talking to me, you would probably think I did. She called me daddy. Yeah, I ain't got no kids, but the way she talk to me, you'd think I'm her guardian. She called me daddy. Bitch, I got those long socks underneath my brown Crocs, drinking.
Hello everyone and welcome back to my second channel. This is my second channel. It is not my main channel. And if you thought it was my main channel, then guess what? You're a stupid little worm. That's right. If you came here and honestly thought that this was my main channel and not my second channel where I like to get goofy, wacky, silly, and honestly just downright random, then you're off your rocker. I haven't posted here in a bit, and honestly, it's just because I haven't had any good ideas to post here. I don't really know what to post on my second channel. I sort of started it because I had all these ideas that I felt like weren't good enough for my main channel and I wanted to post on there, but then I sort of ran out of those ideas, and now I just don't have any ideas for this channel. So if you have any ideas for what I should do, let me know. I've got a LaCroix here. It's a pamplemousse, which means grapefruit in French. That's refreshing. That's good. All right, well, you probably saw the video that I posted on my main channel about all the tack products. In that video, I reviewed the commercial for all these tack products, and I actually bought a bunch of them for that video and ended up only using a couple of them for sketches and stuff, just because I wanted to have them just in case I needed them, and I only used like 2 of them. But I have all of them that I talked about. I have all of them here. You know, I figure why not turn this into a second channel video? I don't want all this stuff to go to waste and not get any content out of it, you know? Because I spent a lot of money on it, you know? So I've reviewed the commercials. Now it's time for me to give my review on the products, starting with the tack bat. I already opened this one because I used it in the video. But let's just take a look at the box real quick to see what we're getting ourselves into. 40 times brighter than this regular flashlight, and there's a picture of a flashlight. Also, I don't know why they really like taped this thing shut and put like cardboard all around it. It was in another box, and then when I opened that box, there was just like cardboard taped all around it, so I had to like peel that off and destroy the box while opening it, probably ruining any value that this thing might have had on like a collector's market or anything. I don't know if people are going to be collecting tack products in the future, but if they are, I'm out of luck. Visibility for 4 nautical miles. That's crazy. What are nautical miles? Is that different than just regular miles? Does that mean it works underwater for 4 miles? Is this for Navy guys? Let me just Google this real quick. What are nautical miles? Okay, this says that it's 1.15 miles. So a nautical mile is actually more than a mile, if Google is correct. This can actually light more than 4 miles, which is perfect for those situations where you need to see something that's 4 miles away. Oh, and if you're wondering, yeah, this is the 12-inch edition. So we're getting crazy. And ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The tack bat, aka the attack bat. Bing. Oh yeah, it doesn't have batteries in it yet. I gotta put those in. It requires 3 AA batteries. Clink, plunk. And now let's put this baby to work. I'm curious to see how bright it actually is and how good of a weapon it is. It's a tactical flashlight and a tactical bashlight that you could use in a practically brash fight. All right, let's turn this baby on and see. Ooh, wow. Okay, it looks bright. Wow, that's a cool lens flare too. Look at that. I'm gonna light up this back wall, but first, you know what? Let's test a civilian flashlight first. I'm just gonna use my phone flashlight. Pretty standard brightness. Actually, probably less than average brightness. And, okay, that's shining on the wall, but it literally doesn't look like it's doing anything. So that's what the phone flashlight does. Now let's try the tack bat. Holy moly. Jeez, dude. Okay, this thing is bright. Wait, that's so annoying. So, to turn it on, you just press it once, but then if you want to turn it off again, you have to cycle through all the different modes, which I think like goes down in brightness, and then turns on strobe mode, and then a different flashing mode, and then it turns off. So let's say you've got it on, right? The super bright light, you're creeping through your house in the middle of the night trying to find the bathroom. You find it, and then you're like, okay, great, I've gotten to the bathroom, it's time to use the potty. So you press the button, you press it again, it gets dim, your eyes start to adjust to the darkness, and then just when you think it's time to take a little pee, bang, 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 ah! And then it turns off. It's sort of like you're using self-defense mode on yourself. All right, let's take a look at how good this thing is as a weapon. All right, I was half expecting the light to stop working when I hit him in the head, because it just seems like something that would happen, but you know what? This thing's military tough. I mean, say what you want about the commercials, but I'm actually kind of impressed. This is military tough. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I had to do that to you. Should I try self-defense mode on myself? Should I see if it disorients me? I'm gonna do it, but from a distance. Okay, so this is self-defense mode. I'm gonna set it on my desk, and then I'm gonna walk over here, about the distance a bad guy would be, and I'm gonna be doing my little bad guy things, and then I'm gonna turn around and see if it disorients me. No, it didn't. All right, guys, so I wanna test this out in a tactical situation. So what I've done here is I've set up a situation that I think we all pretty much fear in our homes. There's an attacker in my basement. Pretty much everyone's worst fear, a creeper from Minecraft, is in my basement. He's about to attack me, as you can clearly see. He's wild, he's crazy, and he's probably gonna be violent if I had to guess. So I'm gonna act this out as if it's a real life situation, and let's see what happens. Oh no, I hear a bump in the night. There might be something in my basement. Let's look around. We start with a wide beam. Is it you? No, okay, those are always there. The wide beam is good for like a quick search to find out who's in your basement, and then, oh shit! Then you kind of zero in on him with this. Now I suppose what I want to do, as you can clearly see, he's about to attack me. This does not look good. I suppose what the tack commercial would have me do first is try self-defense mode. In the heat of the moment, you have to get to self-defense mode really fast. Luckily, it's only 1, 2, 3 clicks away, and now I'm in self-defense mode. And actually, I can probably even focus it all on him. His retinas are probably burnt, like on fire right now if this was a real person. His eyeballs would probably be like burning in his sockets. I love that it's 3 clicks away. Like if there's really an attacker and you're like, oh shit! Okay, hold on 1 second, and haha, gotcha, motherfucker. You're dead. Or maybe you're just supposed to walk around in your house with the self-defense mode going the entire time. Is anyone in here? Hello? Now that I've stunned him, I guess now the only thing really left to do is attack him. Because it's either I attack him or he attacks me. I guess do the stance. On your mark, get set, go! Whoa, fuck. This was on, right?
Yeah, it was on.
Okay. It turned off for some reason when I smacked him. But Jesus, dude, come look at this damage. All right, I'm feeling pretty good about that. But you know what? I'm still kind of worried that he's about to attack me. So... Yep. Okay. Yeah, he's looking pretty bad now, but let me just go ahead and just make sure with this. You know, it's a good idea even if your attacker is unconscious with a giant gash in his head and he's missing one of his legs. You still want to defend yourself against him because he still is probably about to attack you. That's why I like to keep on self-defense mode. I'll probably just stand here like this until the police come. I'll say, honey, there's an intruder in the basement, don't worry. I think he's dead, but can you call the police? And then I'll probably just wait here until the police come. And I think that's pretty much it, you know? I think that's pretty much... Hey! Oh, shit. Sorry. I thought I saw him move. But I think we're good now. Thanks, TAC Bat. Alright, well, that's the TAC Bat. My review? 9 out of 10. It's actually pretty good. I can tell it's made out of genuine aircraft grade aluminum or whatever, and it makes quite a beating stick. Okay, next up, the tack visor. This is the other one that I actually used in the video, if you remember. 2-in-1 car visor. I feel like they didn't talk about that enough in the commercial, but there's a nighttime driving visor and a daytime driving visor. The second you flip it down, you see a giant truck coming at you. This guy looks really happy. And then there's a nice before and after picture. Before, it looks like you're driving straight into heaven, and after, you're just in New Mexico or some shit. So I have already opened it, and I have it right here. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty much it. It clips onto your car's actual visor, the non-tactical one, and it goes up like this, and then when you need it, it flips down like so. I actually am noticing that it kind of does that thing that it did in the commercial. Hold on one sec, and I'll try to show you what it does. All right, watch this. Ready? You see my reflection in it? But if I turn it this way, bada bing, bada boom. There's the eagle. You can see him clear as day. I mean, if I take this off, you can still see him, but that's how polarizing light works. If you turn it, then you can't see him anymore. Maybe I should take this into my car and see if it actually works in there, or if this makes any difference. All right, guys, time to test this thing out. I've got my visor here, my regular old visor that will block the road in all the cars and make it impossible for me to see. Let's get a quick demo of that. So let's say I'm like driving, and it's so bright and I can't see it, so I put down my visor, and as you can see, it's like pretty much useless. I can't even see the road anymore. Probably gonna crash and probably gonna die. That's why you want something like this, the tack visor. I believe it just clips on to your normal visor, making it actually useful for once. Okay, so my garage opener is already kind of in the way. And then it flips up like that. Let's just do a quick control test for comparison. I'm gonna drive without it. It's a nice snowy day, and snow always reflects light, you know, sunlight, so it's very bright out. Let's see how I drive without the tack visor. Fuck! Shit! As you could probably tell, it's almost impossible driving right now without some kind of help. I mean, if you want to just turn the camera so that they can see in front of us, it's honestly kind of feels like staring right into a tack bat in self-defense mode. Let's go ahead and flip down the tack visor. Wow. Okay, interesting. Huh. I cannot tell if this is helping much. I mean, it is making things darker. Because there's like bright windows behind me, like the side windows to the back windshield, I can see all of those reflected in this screen, and it's kind of really distracting. And I can also see like my reflection. I can see my mouth moving in the reflection here. As I said in the commercial, this is basically just like it polarizes the light, which is basically what most like sunglasses do if you have polarized sunglasses. So I'm gonna see. I think that these are better. I think I would just prefer to use these. Using them at the same time, however, this could be a game changer. Actually, I just like lifted my hand up and moved this thing. I feel like that could, whoa. I feel like that could like drastically affect your driving abilities. Now maybe you can tell a little bit better how many reflections there are. And also this is a good example right now because the car's kind of bouncing. This is like jiggling as it bounces. So not only are there like these distracting reflections of things moving behind me, but like this is also bouncing, which is making all the reflections like just go like do. One thing I will mention though is that someone tweeted me and said that they actually have a tack visor, and it's because they wear glasses. And so if they have like glasses, they can't also comfortably wear sunglasses. So that actually makes sense. If I was wearing glasses, I wouldn't want to put on sunglasses also. Tack wallet. All right, this one should be fun. They claim this to be fire resistant and bow and arrow resistant. Let's take a look. Aha. Velcro, very cool. Ooh, what's this? Oh, okay, it's just lists some of the features of the tack wallet. I thought it was gonna be a card to some like exclusive tack club that I was gonna get to be in. But it's just a stupid piece of cardboard. Lame. Oh, came with one of these, which is always fun to. And overall, I mean, this seems like a pretty fine wallet. It's got the lanyard on it, which Nick Bolton really loves, so that it won't get stolen. Oh, this only works if you're wearing a belt though, right? Because the belt has to go through it. So that's not gonna really help a boy like me. I don't wear belts often. In fact, it kind of makes a nice little loop for some sneaky little guy to come stick his finger through and just yoink. I think I'm gonna be attaching that. Okay, I don't have like a bow and arrow, but I have a pocket knife. I think this is a pretty valid way to test how resistant it is to damage. I cut through it right away. I sliced right through it. There's a slice. I actually didn't think that was gonna happen. I kind of thought that it wasn't gonna go through, but Nope, I'm slicing it right through. It's not often that someone's gonna be going around stabbing your wallet, so I think you're probably good, because I was really digging in and trying to slice it. It's not like I just went like that and it sliced. No, it doesn't. Okay, well maybe it does, but yeah, okay, it does, if I go like that. How often does that really happen? The only time you have to worry about that is if you fall into like an industrial meat slicer, and the only reason you would need your wallet to survive is so that the police can identify your mangled corpse. Overall, I'm gonna give this like a 3 out of 10, because it's not a very nice looking wallet. It's not sleek. Honestly, it's not very tactical looking. I mean, it's got like Velcro, which is, I believe, generally understood to be like the worst thing a wallet could have, by anyone who's anyone. I'm not super crazy about it. It didn't even hold up to the stabby stab very well. I feel like if I was wearing this in my breast pocket and a bad guy came up and started stabbing me, I don't even think it would protect my precious heart. And if you can't even protect my heart, then what can you do? Okay, it's tack shaver time. Let me just slice this open. And what do we have here? You know, I think one of the things I'm most excited about with this is seeing how well it works for Navy guys like myself. Guys who spend most of their time submerged in a swimming pool and grow big fat beards. Ooh. Damn, it came charged right out the gate. So this, I believe, has a rechargeable battery, so it doesn't take any batteries, and you just kind of shave, you know, like that. And it's got a little trimmer for trimming. Okay, this kind of looks cool, right? When I first took it out of the box, the first impression I had of it was like, this looks like a taser. I would say that that is kind of a tactical look. It looks like you could just kind of... The one thing I want to test with this is how well it actually handles in water, because that was one of the biggest claims they made in the commercial. Really, the best way to test this is just to drop it in a glass of water like they do in the commercial and see if that really works. That'll do. Let's just fill up a glass of water and see what happens. I'm trying to think of really like a practical scenario that this would be helpful. And so far, the only thing I can really think of is like, I'm shaving, I'm looking in the mirror, getting a good shave, and then like all of a sudden like, oh no! Oh shit. Oh no! Oh no! I dropped my razor in a glass of water and it's fully submerged in there. And you know what? To their credit, it does seem like it's still working. I mean, it's still making the noise. That's really the only way I can tell. There's little bubbles coming out of the side. It looks kind of like smoke. I think maybe that's just air. Okay, well, it's not actually smoking as far as I can tell. So maybe it was just an illusion. Smoke and mirrors. You know what? Actually, that's a good test for most people. You know, you're doing a shave and you drop it in a glass of water, but that personally would never happen to me because I don't drink still water. I only drink LaCroix. I think you know what we have to do now. No. Now, if it can handle this, I would be pretty impressed. As we all know, sparkling water is much more violent than regular water. Okay, so I'm shaving. I'm having a sip of my delicious grapefruit LaCroix. Oh no! Not my LaCroix. It's ruined. Or is it? Nope, it's good as ever. And I can still probably shave. Whoa, look at it in there. It's like coated in bubbles. Wow. Well, seemed like that worked too. And I can still get a good shave. Did that shave me at all?
A little bit, I think.
Okay. It's kind of hard to tell because I didn't have much there to begin with. All right, well, you know what? I'm gonna say the claim that it works underwater is true. I don't know if it like works underwater because like I don't know if it really works to begin with based on the review that we watched, but it does what it did on land underwater. Okay, well, bye. What's up, guys? It's me, Danny, back with another hilarious video, and today I'm kicking my dog. Before we start, I just want to say shout out to Snappy Airhead. Thank you for turning on my notifications. If you want to be the next shout out, just be one of the first people to comment on my videos. So today's video is going to be about Zach King. If you don't know who Zach King is, he used to be a Viner. Now he makes mostly Instagram videos, and I think he makes YouTube videos too. He has a Twitter. He's just like an all-around influencer. And his shtick is that he's like he used to be like a Vine magician, and now he's like a Instagram magician. Basically, he knows how to edit videos, and then but he calls it magic. And basically, he just makes crazy stuff happen. Let's take a look at one of his things.
When you can't solve the Rubik's Cube, eat it.
Okay, so the reason I wanted to make a video about Zach King is because he makes probably some of the cringiest videos that I've ever seen in my entire life. And it's really funny how cringy they are, and I feel like he doesn't even realize it. Like, some people make videos that are cringy because they know people will watch them because of how weird they are, but I feel like he's just like blissfully unaware. They're just like weirdly off. Like, the first thing you'll probably notice about his videos is that his reactions are like, and everybody else around are just like weird. Like, nobody reacts properly to any situation in his videos.
Wait, I have a different idea. Okay, stand clear. 3, 2, 1.
Oh.
Wow.
That was awesome.
Just like the way he like sort of giggles after he does something, like he's like, ha, first off, the weird grunting as he like pushes the shopping cart into the car. Just like, no, like, who would do that as they're about to do something amazing? And then like the weird giggle after he puts the cart away. I love how nonchalant he is about having like magical powers in his videos. He's just like, just makes the cart into a miniature cart, throws it, and then he's just like, huh.
Oh, it's 5 o'clock. Sweet.
Sure, dude, just take your shirt off in the middle of the office. That's probably cool, right? Why does nobody even care? Like, in this scene, nobody even looks at him when he does this. Like, he's in this weird fake office, and nobody even looks at him when he spins around in his chair and changes into a bathing suit and then just like jumps into his computer, and everybody's just acting normally at their desks. It's so bizarre. It's like the videos are almost really cool, but then you're like, there's something really like weirdly off about them.
Pizza time?
Yeah.
Pizza time? Why would you, like, who sits down at a picnic and goes,
pizza time?
You get all set up and your boyfriend just looks at you and goes, pizza time? The only 2 words spoken in that entire video were pizza time, and then for the rest of it, they just giggle. They just look at each other and giggle. And this girl is just like staring at him the whole time, just like grinning and nodding, like, yeah, it's pizza time.
Pizza time?
Pizza time.
Knockoff Anna Kendrick is just way too excited about pizza time. One of the weird things about these videos is that they all seem to start with like a scenario that doesn't exist in real life. Like, this one just starts with him eating, like sitting alone in his room eating Peeps.
Man, I love Easter candy.
Like, what was that video going to be? He looks in the camera, he's alone eating Peeps, and he says, man, I love Easter candy. Was the video just gonna be him eating Peeps? Like, what was going to happen if it didn't turn into a chick? It's like a made-up scenario that doesn't make any sense by itself. The caption of this video is instant potato chip life hack. Happy Saturday, my awesome friends. These videos are like written by aliens that like know a lot about human civilization, but just like not enough. Happy Saturday, my awesome friends. Who would ever say that? What human being would ever say happy Saturday, my awesome friends? Like, what is he doing at the beginning of this video? He's like making his bed, but he's not. He's just like petting the side of the bed.
Just making my house a home. Now, all I need is a person. Hey.
Why does it end with giggles? Why is Zach like picked her up, made her tiny, and then pushed her out of the 2nd story window of a building, and she gets up and she's like, she has no questions. She's just like, oh, this is just every day. This happens all the time. Also, there's something really weird about like the setting of a lot of these videos. Like, they're in a house or a bedroom, but it's like not real. Like, he has like sets for making Instagram videos.
Woo! Wait, why? Dude. Nice. 45 takes, baby. Finally.
Woo! Okay, this one's funny because the big reveal is that the room is sideways, And so it's like, look, it looks perfectly normal at first, but then the big reveal is that it's actually just a set, and he was sideways the whole time. But then it's like they went out of their way to make everything look as not normal as possible at the beginning. Like, he's all crumpled up and like hunched over, like not looking normal at all. And the room doesn't make any sense. There's like this weird pink skateboard from the 90s and a chair that no one owns. They've got like a third grader's painting of a roller skate and a badminton racket on the wall. The details are so weird. It's like they're trying to be like, we fooled you, it was a fake room the whole time. But it's like, yeah, obviously it's a fake room. Who hangs a fucking badminton racket on their wall?
Just drinking some water. It's on the floor the whole time. Can you help me up?
Like, this bathroom, it doesn't look like a real bathroom. Like, the doorway to his bedroom doesn't have a door. There's no hinge or anything. And the toilet's just there. There's like a random lamp in his bathroom. He has like sets, like TV production sets for making Instagram videos.
You guys send me so much fan mail, and I absolutely love it.
Like, this room is, I guess, supposed to be like his bedroom or office or something, but he's like, this dude's like 30, and he's got like a kid's bicycle helmet hanging on his wall, in this like blue desk for a 5th grader, like toy cars and stuff on his shelf. Whose room is this? And if this is a set that was just built for this video, why didn't they make it look more like a grown man's room? Why is he pretending to be a 5th grader? I don't understand. Hey, I'm kind of hungry.
Don't.
How do you turn some clothes into a hot dog?
No, don't.
Wow. I guess it's still pants.
Oh my god.
Like a dog pants.
No.
Sorry.
Danny, where did the clothes go?
We have to go buy some new ones.
Daniel! I'm trying to do our laundry.
Yeah, I gotta change
what the
my
fuck?
shirt.
Danny!
I gotta change my shirt. Okay, so that's fine. And if you can get past like all of the weird awkwardness of Zach King's videos, some of them are like kind of cool, but I don't get why anybody follows him to watch like all of his videos, because they're all like it's all the same thing. It's all just like something crazy happens and it's editing. It's like special effects, but it's like, you know that's gonna happen in every one. It's never like, whoa, this time he didn't do it, or this time it's something else. Like, it's literally just, it's not really funny, it's just, he edited it. Like, do people just watch, like, scroll through his feed and just go, oh, whoa, he edited that. Oh, whoa, he edited this one too. Oh no, oh, he's not gonna edit. He edited it. I also wonder if people realize that these are edited. Like, I think some people think that like like some of this is actual like magic, or like, not magic, but like sleight of hand or whatever, and not just like editing. So I actually want to take a look at some of the comments on these videos and see what like people who follow him actually think of these, because I just don't get the appeal, and I would like to try to understand. Okay, so here's a video. Okay, so they pull this really long ladder out of his car, they put it up in a tree, and he glides down on the airplane. Pretty simple. Let's take a look at the comments. So this kid said, is that even real? Like, he's like skeptical, but he still kind of thinks it's real. Someone just says, you win. You win. So congrats, dude, you won. It's over. The game. I mean, you win Instagram. This person says, just tell me how. I don't care. I don't care about the plane. I don't care about the car. Just tell me how, okay? That's all I need to know. How can I go up into a tree and glide down on a plane? How do I do it? What do I need? This is one of my favorite ones, because when he gets out and he's in his boxers, he like covers his privates, but he's wearing boxers. It's like, dude, no one's looking at your dick because you're wearing boxers. I don't get it. Why does he go, oh god, no, not my boxers, the thing that keeps people from seeing my dick? It's just a little bit off. Like, if he was actually naked, that would make sense, but he's not, and he does it anyway. Okay, there's some good comments on this one. This person just says, handsome boy. So maybe it's good that he did cover up his dick, because this kid seems a little horny. And then this comment I don't really understand. So it says, well, you was in Zootopia with this trick, Zach. Well, you was in Zootopia with this trick, Zach. What does that mean? Was Zach King in Zootopia with this trick? This person says, were those boxers? Because that was hilarious. What do you mean, were those boxers? Is that the funny part? Oh, those are boxers. That's funny. I've never seen boxers before. I can't believe he's wearing boxers. I thought he was going to jump through the prison cell and be wearing a thong.
Danny, our dog isn't a prop. You can't keep doing this.
She's not. She's a pair of shorts.
Daniel, admit she's a dog.
I don't know what you're talking about. This is a pair of shorts.
Danny, I don't know how this marriage is gonna work.
Hey, I've got a question. How do you turn a dog into some saltine
No!
crackers?
No! No! Why would you pick saltine crackers?
Fit through the bag.
Daniel, where's the dog?
This is the dog.
Okay, I think the most disturbing part about his videos is that if the things that he did were actually real, he would be a fucking asshole. Like, most of these videos are like him, like, dropping a girl, like, making that girl tiny and kicking her out the window. Or eating a personified hot dog.
I hate how my wife is dancing with this hot dog.
Babe! Like, he gets jealous of a hot dog and then and eats it.
I don't like to push my friends in the pool. I like to throw them. You ready, Josh? It's summertime, baby!
It's summertime, baby! So I can make fun of Zach King as much as I want, but at the end of the day, he does have 19.5 million followers on Instagram. So he's obviously doing something right. I don't know what, but he definitely is doing something right. Whether it's the little giggles at the end of his videos, or the way he just awkwardly stares into the camera for a few seconds before he starts talking in every video.
Pizza time?
Or the way his bedroom looks like a 10-year-old's bedroom. Something about these videos makes people really go wild. So...
Danny, I was trying to fold our things.
This is how I changed my shirt. Ooh. Whoa. My dick! My dick!
Alright guys, well that's it for this video. If you liked it, make sure you subscribe. My YouTube channel has actually been growing a lot recently, so thank you guys for all the support. It's been really cool seeing my channel grow and like my community grow and stuff, so thank you guys so much. I'll be back soon with another video, so make sure that you turn on my notifications. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. What's up, Greg, and welcome back to another episode of me losing my absolute marbles over some ones and some zeros. I think it's kind of funny that this series where I try to find the worst iPhone game has become one of my favorite types of videos to make because I am not a gamer. I do not know good games. I don't really know where I get off calling these games bad. In my free time, I play next to no video games. And if I am playing a game, it's just Minecraft on hardcore mode, and I'm dying after 10 minutes and then not playing it again for 3 months. How is it that these AAA developers spend millions and millions of dollars on these games like Call of Duty and God of War? They work their devs to the bone, and their games literally do not appeal to me at all. But like one person with a laptop and a stupid idea like a game called Animal Go, it's just a really poorly made ripoff of Pokemon Go, is like the most interesting thing in the world to me, and I have to play it immediately. And if you're wondering, no, that was not a hypothetical title. That is a real video game called Animal Go Find and Catch Animon Edition. That is a Pokemon Go ripoff that I am going to be playing. I was just searching for Pokemon Go ripoffs in the App Store and I found this, and I knew I had to play it immediately. Although it was kind of hard deciding between that and Trumpy Man Go bounce balls at him, but I think overall Animal Go has a little bit more to offer. As you walk around a neighborhood, your smartphone will vibrate when there's an animal nearby. Take aim and throw an animal ball. You have to stay alert or it might get away. Search far and wide for animal and items. Let's play it all. I don't really know if I can put as much stock into a suggestion to play the game coming from the game. Hey guys, here's kind of a fun idea. Let's play me.
Let's play all of me. So it looks a lot like Pokemon Go, where you just walk around in real life, and occasionally you'll stumble upon a tiger or a water buffalo, it looks like. You throw the animal's ball to catch it. The animal's ball? Okay, this game's a little bit more fucked up than I thought. And I'll be taking those, and then I'll be throwing them right back at you. I will say that now that I'm looking at all these animals' pictures together, they almost look a little bit too eager to be caught, and now that's kind of creeping me out. Oh no, you found me. You found my little pink elephant self. Don't trap me in my own ball. Please, anything but that. You're like, he's saying he doesn't want me to, but he really looks like he does want me to. No, don't cut my balls off. I would hate that. But overall, I'm excited to see where this game takes me, and I'm downloading Animal Go. Okay, this game looks horrifying. Jesus Christ. It's called Date Master Kissing Booth. Give the best kiss. It looks like some kind of game where you're preparing for a date by picking up different items along the way to your date. So you can either pick up money or bottles of poison, which would obviously make the date go pretty poorly because you'd be dead. You can show up either in a suit top or barefoot, and all of these, it looks like, influences this bar here. I guess once you get to the date, you can engage in some sort of kissing frenzy. And it looks like here that the kiss is going so well that she's crying. And I say that because this bar is filled up to the top, where this emoji is absolutely, I mean, he's indisposed. He's out of his mind. So this is horrifying for sure, but I think that the other end of the spectrum is also gonna be terrifying because it's a puking emoji. So like if we pick up one wrong thing, is she gonna puke on our tongues? Also, I'm curious about all the different stuff you can pick up. So obviously showing up in a suit is better than showing up barefoot. But then the next thing down the road is you either pick up sneakers or a bed. It's like, first off, I thought we already decided if we were wearing shoes or not at this one. Why does every option seem to be like, okay, so you're not gonna show up barefoot. Are you sure? You really wanna wear shoes to this thing? Okay. And then also, like, are you stopping at an IKEA on the way to the restaurant to buy a bed frame? Also, not to harp on the shoe thing, but he is already wearing shoes. He's walking to the date and he already has on shoes. So why the fuck would he take them off before he gets there? Okay. That's enough about the shoes. Oh, it looks like so there's different kissing patterns. So in this one, you're sort of doing a little swirl with your tongue. Not so much of a frenzy as it is sort of like a kissing hypnosis. You are getting very... not sleepy. You are getting very... horny. Wait, what the fuck is going on here? What is this? So we walk to the date, which I haven't acknowledged is like 30 stories up off the ground. And I guess that's where the date is taking place. And then it looks like after we're done kissing her, her like satisfaction meter is off the charts. It sort of appears that she's just been like discarded as she's drunk with love. And then we're just kind of like, all right, and off you go. Okay, I gotta figure out what's going on there. So I am downloading Date Master Kissing Booth. Okay, here's another interesting knockoff. This one's called My Goat Life Simulator. Crashy adventure of cute goats. This is not the actual Goat Simulator game, the very popular Goat Simulator game that a lot of people have played before. This is My Goat Life Simulator. Don't get it twisted. A short, fun game where you will take charge as a virtual goat and explore the beautiful green land for your progress. How long will you enjoy yourself as a goat? I don't know, man. That's sort of up to you. You design the game. They're sort of making it sound like a challenge. How long can you last enjoying this game? That's the challenge. Try to do it as long as possible. Let's play the whole game. Let's all play. Join the mate of your dreams, have kids, build a dream house for your family. So it seems kind of like a fun little just like life building game. I am curious to see what a goat's dream house looks like. Explore the green town and find all the secrets of your success. Fight for the queen's crown and win the queen title? Wait. What? Where the hell did that come from? The description took such a drastic turn. This is not what I was led to believe the game was about at all. It was like, live a simple life on the farm, grow your family, find the mate of your dreams, kill the queen, stage a coup and become emperor, take charge as a pro fighter, and knock down other goats to rescue your family. Our family was kidnapped by other goats? The simple life of a goat, you know? Trying to dethrone the queen like a Shakespearean play. Hamlet was actually based off goats. Enjoy the story of a real goat with a map to hang out in the town, a full-fledged feeding mode. What does that mean? A full-fledged feeding mode where you have to eat plants every 5 to 10 minutes for survival. Yeah, just like a real goat. You know how goats have to eat plants every 5 minutes or they'll die? I'm glad it's a full-fledged feeding mode though. Game developers, if you're watching this, I will let you skimp on any part of a game except feeding mode, okay? I need a full-fledged, no compromises feeding mode. Let me look at these pictures to try to figure out what the hell you do in this game. Escape from thief, okay. At least he's following COVID guidelines, that's good to see. Kick and pot the ball in hole. Okay, so there is a castle in the background I'm noticing, so I guess that's where the queen lives. I guess where we're gonna live pretty soon, actually. Jump over the wooden boxes in the yard. Hell yeah. Okay, now I'm in. I wasn't in before, but now that I know you can jump over the wooden boxes, I like whatever this goat's up to. This is how I'm gonna be in the game. Completely checked out. My goat wife is gonna be like, honey, please, you're so behind on bringing home food for the children and building our dream home and overthrowing the queen. What do you do all day? And this is gonna be me. Just fucking... Maybe I just don't know what a regular goat's life entails, but I'm super interested in this game, so I will be downloading My Goat Life Simulator. Okay, now this next game, Scary Granny Contact Game, might sound a little bit like Bad Granny, which I've played before. But from what I can tell, this game is very different. First off, the granny in this game looks 1,000 times more terrifying. Holy shit, dude. That doesn't even look like a granny. This is so far removed from what like an old lady looks like. What the fuck is this? Beware of the scare. Are you brave enough to contact Granny? That's right. In this game, you can actually contact Granny. Take a look at this picture. This is the menu, it looks like. You can call, message, video call, play games, or mods. I don't know what that means, but the other options sound very interesting. Look at this. You can talk to Granny. Hi. Where are you? Far away from you. Do you want to play hide and seek? No, thanks. I'm good. I see you. Oh, no. This is my house. Okay, look at this. Look, you can FaceTime with Granny, and this kid is FaceTiming with Granny, and he looks horrified, and she's not even on the screen yet. I guess you can also just call her on the phone regular style, not on FaceTime. If you don't want to see her, you're like, okay, I'll get scared by Granny. I just don't want to see her. Hello? Oh, fuck, it's Granny. That's scary. Disclaimer, don't play this game if you are easily scared. Calls, video calls, and chats inside the app are fake. Granny must say some fucked up shit, dude. If they have to be like, it's not real, okay? We swear. She's like calling in bomb threats. Hello? Oh God, you guys, it's Granny. What spooky thing is she gonna say? She says she's gonna do a terrorism? The fuck does that mean? And I am downloading Scary Granny Contact Game. All right, guys, we have a great lineup of games here. So without further ado, let's get ready to rumble! Wait a minute, gaming? On an empty stomach? I don't think so. You know, I might not know too much about gaming, but I do know that trying to game without a delicious and nutritious meal in your stomach is a big mistake. But luckily, today's video is sponsored by Factor. Factor delivers fresh, never frozen, dietitian-approved meals right to your doorstep. You guys know I'm not a huge fan of the hassle of grocery shopping, which is why I like HelloFresh so much, and Factor is actually owned by HelloFresh. And I think where Factor really comes in handy, for me personally anyway, are those times where I want a meal at home, I want to eat healthy, but I also don't want to whip up a meal from scratch. Factor takes the guesswork out of everything, they take the prep work out of everything by giving you the meal in its entirety, ready to go. All you have to do is heat it up and you've got a delicious and nutritious meal. Factor offers keto meals. They offer calorie smart meals, chef's choice, vegan, veggie, pretty much any type of meal to fit any type of lifestyle Factor has. Their plans range from 4 to 18 meals per week, so however many Factor meals you want in a week, they can fit your lifestyle. They've also got a bunch of fun add-ons like these smoothies, which are very tasty. So if you want to check Factor out for yourself, then head on over to factor75.com or click the link below and use my code Danny50 to get 50% off your first box. That's factor75.com. Use my code Danny50 for 50% off your first box. Thank you to Factor for sponsoring this video. Thank you to you guys for checking out Factor. Now let's get ready to rumble! Alright, boys and girls, it's time to play Animal Go. When I first opened the app, I was greeted with a very fun character creation page. There's a little player on the screen and it's telling me to enter my name. And the player is sort of dancing like this. Okay, what should I make my name? What is the name of someone who would go around catching animals? Cruella de Vil? Yeah, my main objective in this game is pretty much to skin every animal alive that I find. The first thing I noticed as my character was plopped into the world was a button at the bottom of the screen that said free animal ball. So I pressed it and it turns out the way you get animal balls in this game is by watching ads. A task that is significantly more embarrassing to do in public.
You know, the nice thing about these games, you know, people say it about Pokemon Go too, is they get you out, you know? They get you out and about, walking into random fields,
Holding your phone like this.
It's been a long winter and I haven't spent a lot of time outside lately, so it is kind of nice to just be walking around. I'll give them that.
When I arrived at my first animal, it took me a second to figure out how to interact with it.
Come on, dude, get to him. Jesus, is he running away? The hell?
Wait, actually, is he actually running away?
How do I get to him?
Wait, oh, I passed him. But eventually I clicked on it.
Do I have to click on him?
And it was go time.
Animal Go would like to access my camera. Hell yeah.
This elephant had the upper hand immediately. Despite being right in front of me on the map, to my surprise, he was right behind me. And to my terror, he was in the sky.
He's in the sky. Oh my god.
I do have to give the game some props though. I really didn't think that there would be any kind of like augmented reality aspect to this game like there is in Pokemon Go. It just seems like something that's kind of difficult to figure out, and I think I'm right because they didn't really figure it out because the elephant was in the sky. But the elephant is firmly planted in the world. It's just not in the right part of the world. It should be on the ground, I think. So herein lies the first problem. There was absolutely no instructions on how to catch this thing, on how to capture this angelic sky elephant. I did not know what I was doing. So I just kind of fucked around for a while. I flicked the screen. I tried tapping the elephant until the game, I guess, just decided, no, you're done. It's not gonna happen today. You're not gonna catch the elephant. So you're done.
Did I get him? It went back into normal view. Did I catch him? No, I didn't.
I shook the failure off pretty quickly though and immediately set my sights on a new animal, a lion that was hanging out in a baseball field.
Did they put him in the dirt? It's like the worst place for him to be is in this like muddy, wet sand. But hey, I guess that's where lions hang out. The muddy, wet sand of a baseball diamond. Oh, fuck. Oh god, I can't. Watch what happens when my foot goes in here. Ugh. Can I just catch the lion from here?
You could if you had any animal balls left.
I don't have enough balls.
That's right. When you watch an ad, you get 20 animal balls. But every time you throw a ball, despite the fact that you can see that ball coming back to you to be thrown again, you're actually losing that ball.
To watch an ad to get more balls. I think I honestly have a better shot on the other side of this dirt. So I'm gonna go around. Oh yeah, I'm closing in on him now. And of course he's gonna be right behind me. Yep, there he is. I seriously have no clue how to do this. Look at him, he's just standing there begging to be caught and I can't even figure it out. He's giving me these like longing eyes like, please, please Danny, I just want to be in a ball. It hurts to be out here. You may be having, oh, wait, did I get him? Didn't say I got him, but maybe. God damn it, dude. I think I just ran out of balls.
My next attempt did not go well either. I even tried buying some magic dust from the store, but it turns out that that doesn't actually do anything.
Where's the magic dust? There's no magic dust on my screen. I don't know where that went. I feel like my little Cruella de Vil character just snorted it the second he got it. He was like, oh, magic dust. Sick, thanks. How the fuck are we gonna catch this lion, dude? I don't know. Oh my god, I'm just gonna waste all my balls.
When I was playing this game, it was 45 degrees outside. I was getting cold. I was starting to lose hope.
Do you think the people working in those office buildings are watching me right now, wondering what the hell I'm doing?
But just as I was about to give it all up and throw in the towel.
Please, God, let me catch this water buffalo. Maybe I can, like, I hit him to, like, weaken him or something? Or can I move him around? What did I do? Wait, why did it vibrate? It vibrated that time. Did I catch him? Dude, I got a Bakoko!
Needless to say, I was pretty much on cloud 9 after catching my first animal, but don't worry, I didn't get too cocky. I actually had no idea how I did that, and I couldn't do it again. I could not replicate my success. To the point that for the remaining half hour I spent at this park playing this game, I could not catch a single other animal.
Touch, 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 touch. No, okay, that didn't work that time. There's one right here. There's another Bakoko, I think. Tap, 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 tap. I don't have any fucking balls!
I don't know what it was about that Bakoko that was so eager to get caught, but the other animals did not share its sentiment. So, I packed my bags, I went home, and I gave up. Until I was sitting on the couch a few nights ago, and I decided, you know what the heck, let me give this game a second shot. Let me see what animals are around my house. And immediately, I caught an El Coro, and that's when it clicked. In order to catch an animal, you have to get the ball's trajectory to peak right where the animal is. So I tried again. I caught a Libum. I was ecstatic. And after that, I was on a roll, dude. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe how many animals I was catching. I caught another Bakoko, a Bucarita. I evolved my elephant into an Elkadar, my lion into a Libusha. Can you believe it? Little old me owning a Libusha. Didn't think I had it in me, did you? So I think it's safe to say I've got this game pretty much down. Is it good? No. Is it fun? A little. Date Master Kissing Booth was next. Luckily, I could play this one from the comfort of my own home. I would rather get trampled by an Elkadar than play this one in public. Certainly don't want this game sending me notifications. Certainly don't want it tracking me. Hey, Date Master Kissing Booth is tracking your location and we noticed you're on your way to a date. Do you want to swing by an IKEA to pick up a bed frame on the way? Maybe a shoe store? The game mechanics of this game are pretty much exactly what you would expect based on the pictures of this game in the App Store. Okay, so I'm this stinky, flea-ridden man. Oh, and I am wearing no shoes. There's no sound in this game, so you just silently walk down this road in the sky, picking various options on the way to your date. And then you get to the kissing portion. Since it was my first time, I wasn't necessarily in a rush when I got to this part. I was more so marveling at how upsetting the visuals were. Oh, gross, dude. Oh, but apparently you have to be pretty quick during this part. An oversight, which I was severely punished for. Did you see how she got mad when I took too long? Okay. Oh, oh, what the fuck? Wait, oh God.
Is she gonna puke on our tongues?
She threw up because I took too long to move my tongue while kissing her. What's taking this fucker so long? But that's arguably less disturbing than what happens if you kiss her correctly. I'm not gonna make her throw up this time. Why did her tongue vibrate just then? Did anyone see that? Okay. And kissing frenzy. Oh my God, dude, she's crying. I'm sorry. Okay, whoa, what the whoa! Oh my God, what the hell? Dude, that was scary as hell. She turned into a rag doll. It was like her bones were breaking in midair. Under some kind of demonic love curse, my date is cast into the air, mouth agape, bones squishy, honestly. Looking like a character in Stranger Things getting their soul eaten by Vecna, or whatever Vecna does in Stranger Things. Remember that? And then I guess whatever she lands on determines how well you did on that course. Your soulmates. If I was really soulmates with this girl, I could have shown up without all of the extra shit. I could have showed up without the suit jacket, and she would have loved me anyway. I'm not buying this whole soulmates thing. After a while of playing this game, I started to feel like the choices you make along the way don't have much of an effect on your final score as long as you do well in the kissing section. So on the next go, I purposely picked a few of the bad options like a bucket hat and jeans, and I still did pretty well. Instead of soulmate, I landed on beloved, but I mean, honestly, that still sounds pretty good to me. Like, it still sounds like she likes me, you know? She wouldn't call me beloved if she wasn't like a little bit into me. When I tried purposely picking every bad option, however, I was not met with such grace. I was met with a Fortnite dance, actually. She Fortnite danced at me and called me a bad date. Anyway, I think we're done with this game. What do you say? Alright, guys, let's take a trip out of the city and into the countryside. And also out of a man's body and into a goat's. So I thought this game was going to be kind of like an open world game where you can live out the life of this goat as you see fit, but it's actually a very straightforward story type game that takes place over the course of 6 levels. The first couple levels of the game just get you acquainted with the general vibe and mechanics of the game. You pass through tires, you climb up a tower, all things that get you familiar with the controls. Your goat also has a pretty sick jump. Whoa! Wait. Oh my God! Oh shit! Can I like fuck with these goats over here? Can I? Whoa! Sort of like grind it along the goat, like a skateboarder. Let's attack a horse. Whoa! And speaking of the goat's jump, I don't know what happened, but this is not the same game that it was advertised to be on the App Store at all. Half the things it lists on the App Store you can't even do in this game. Things you can't do in this game include jumping over crates. They had 2 pictures where the goat's jumping over crates in the game. You never do that. Escape from thieves. There are no thieves. This little goat golf game. You also never get the chance to rescue your family from the goat kidnappers, or whatever it said in the description of the game. That never happens. The first half of this game is pretty lame, honestly. You're just stuck in this small little pen. You can't even leave the pen for most of the game. Things you can do in this game that aren't listed in the App Store. Pop a ball. Jump and knock red ball. Oh, I don't know how this happened. How did the description of the game end up so drastically different than the game? Did whoever made this game get in some sort of horrible accident between completing the game and putting it on the App Store and developed amnesia so they just had to like guess what was in the game? Anyway, the story really starts to pick up around level 5 when we're told we have to go pay the Queen a visit. Level 5, give Goat Queen a visit. Queen guards are causing a great deal of pain and disturbance to your yard animals. Go talk to her strongly. Strongly. Talk to her so fucking jacked. Your Highness, I would like a word. Could you please keep your guards out of my yard? And while that did sound pretty fun, after a few very boring levels of being trapped inside this pen, I started concocting a different plan. Okay, now, hear me out. I could go to the castle, but this is the first time I've been let out of my pen, ever. I might not get another chance like this again to escape and just start a new life entirely. So maybe I want to do that? So with nothing on me but the horns on my head, I made my escape. Oh, fuck! What the— Damn it, dude! Look, there's an invisible wall right here! Like, 2 feet away from where I was supposed to go. What about this way? Yep, okay, there's an invisible wall there too. What the hell, man? Now I do want to kill this queen. I feel like she's behind it. Let's go talk to her jackedly. Okay, so then I storm into the castle. I give the queen a piece of my mind. My queen, your guards are disturbing my animals. So what? I ordered them to do it. She ordered her guards to just disturb my animals? Hey, go down there and disturb those motherfuckers, dude. Then you are a bad queen. Who the hell are you to judge me? I like that their body language doesn't match the growing intensity of the conversation at all. The queen is just like laying, who the hell do you think you are anyway? Eventually we decide talking isn't gonna cut it. We need to fight. So let's check out the combat in this game. Fight with the queen guards. Oh shit, oh my god. Maybe I'll jump over and get on the other side. Sort of a cat and mouse chase now. We're all going in circles, trying to catch each other. One of these days, I'm gonna catch you, motherfucker. And when I do, I'm gonna grind over top of you so hard. So this little chase, this little sort of playing hard to get, makes up about 90% of the combat in this game. The reason it happens is because they made your goat's turn radius really wide. So if you want to face your opponent to attack them, you have to do a little circle. And then if your opponent wants to face you to attack you, they also have to do a little circle. So before you know it, instead of fighting the queen's guards, you're sort of engaged in this fiery dance of passion with them. Anyway, I killed all the guards, and then I killed the queen. Oh, she's dead. And you might think this would solve all our problems, yes? No. Apparently, this whole issue goes even higher than the queen, because once we kill the queen and become the queen, be a queen is the last instruction. And then just be a queen. That's pretty much it. Just be a queen. Then the game gives us some mission where we have to go and destroy the owner's house. Level 6 destruction. Wait, there's more? Mess everything up in the garden and destroy some expensive things in the owner's house. Who is the owner? I didn't know we had an owner. I thought the queen was the owner. There's been no mention of an owner this entire time, and then it's like, finally, we can get our revenge on this guy. Whoever this owner is, though, we must have really fucked them up by destroying their house, because we never see him again. I mean, we never saw him in the first place, but we definitely never see them now. They must come home to their house being ramsacked by a goat, and they're just like, fuck, the goats have taken over. I gotta skip town. He's probably in some city now, walking down a street in the sky, picking options for a date. Okay. Level 3, feed your family. So I already played this level. I mean, I'll do it. Don't get me wrong, I love feeding mode. After you beat the game continues to present you with levels that you already played. I think in hopes that you won't realize that you already beat the game and you'll just keep playing it over and over. So in order to avoid accidentally playing this game forever, I think it's time this goat's life comes to an end. And who better to kill it than a scary granny? Now, before I talk about scary granny contact game, I should probably say that if you don't want to get jump scared by a scary granny, then you probably shouldn't watch the rest of the video. I'm gonna do my best to not make it like super loud and startling when it happens, but Granny is a very mischievous woman. She likes to pop out when you least expect it. She's kind of a sick little freak like that, so just be warned. I like that before we've even started playing anything, Granny is already trying to communicate with us. She's just whispering, I see you, over and over. You ever pay $6 just to get screamed at by an old lady? I have. Because in order to even select the play game option from the menu, you have to pay, you guessed it, $6. And all the play game option is like a fake trivia game that lulls you into a false sense of security, and then Granny pops out at you when you're least expecting it. And I mean least expecting it, dude. I was sneezing when it happened.
Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Jesus Christ, dude. Okay, so the whole play game thing is just to, like, fuck with a friend, I guess. You're like, hey, play this fun trivia game I found. Hold on, let me just open it up real quick. And you open it and they hear creepy music and, like, a granny whispering, I see you, while you get it set up. And then you're like, okay, here you go. How long did the 100 Years War last? It's not suspicious.
Calling Granny is a little bit lackluster. The first time I contacted her, she was hellbent on playing hide and seek.
Do you want to play hide and seek?
But then when I finally agreed to play hide and seek with her, she hung up.
Are you coming to find me?
So we didn't agree on when and where we were playing. She just hung up and I never saw her. Maybe she's hiding, I guess, and I was supposed to go find her, but I still don't know where she is. The second time I called her, she was just like breathing heavily. She was out of breath. She sounded like she was on death's door.
Granny, are you okay? You do not sound too good, Granny.
Either that or, I don't know, I guess maybe she is playing hide and seek and she's in her hiding spot and she's like so excited for me to find her that she's panting basically. Can't wait for this motherfucker to find me. I'm gonna scare her. I'm so good. I'm a crazy grandma.
Okay, let's message her and then we'll do the video call.
Unfortunately, messaging Granny is much the same. I really thought this was gonna be some kind of AI chatbot where Granny is responding to what you're saying. And if this is some kind of AI, it's an AI that is designed to mimic a scary old woman that doesn't give a shit what you have to say, because she's gonna say what she wants to say whether you like it or not. And what she has to say is she wants to play hide and seek.
Do you want to play hide and seek? This kind of seems like the same conversation we were having on the phone. This is my house. No, I'm at my house. Ah! Jesus, man.
FaceTiming Granny is pretty funny, though.
Granny game would like to access my camera. Okay. Hey, Granny. Granny, flip the camera around. I can't see you. Granny. Oh, fuck. Call finished. Wait, so did Granny just die? Because I was on FaceTime with Granny. She was holding the camera. And then she opened a door in her own house and got murdered with a chainsaw. It's not very scary. That's really sad. Dude, imagine that in a horror movie. Like, you know, a teenager gets a phone call that's like, hey, I'm right outside. I'm gonna kill you. And she's like, oh no, don't come in. And then the person on the other line is like, yeah, I'm gonna... Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Dude, I'm getting mugged. I'm getting mugged. Help. They want all my money. No. They're stabbing me. Brittany, help. They're stabbing me.
All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed this deep dive into the App Store. If you did and you're not subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe and turn on my notifications to join Greg. That's what I call my fan base here on YouTube. And I will see you guys very soon. Bye-bye.
What up, Low Gang? What's poppin'? Or, sorry. What's up, guys? It's me, Danny, back with another hilarious video. So if you didn't watch the video I posted last week about Jake Paul's new song, Ohio Fried Chicken, you should totally do that because this video is going to be about all of the comments that I got on that video. It's come to my attention through these comments that Jake Paul fans aren't really tolerant of criticism or comedy or creativity, which I guess makes sense now that I think about it. I got my gold name. Today I just wanted to go through and read all of my favorite comments, plus your guys' comments, like my actual followers' comments in response to theirs are hilarious. So I just want to go through and like respond to some of these comments. Your nose is big. Take that as a compliment. I don't know what to make of that. Is it a compliment? Is it? Or are they being sarcastic? I do have a big nose. Does this person like big noses? I wish I could tell if they had a big nose. Their profile picture is just a picture of feet. So, fuck you, can you make a song in one day fucking judging people sitting on a chair, fat bag, hashtag Logang Pauler. Why are there so many periods? He did like ... but it's like 5 periods. And he censored himself? I don't understand the point of swearing and then censoring yourself. Like, if you're gonna say it, just say it. Otherwise, just say something else. Don't go halfway. In the first fuck, he put an asterisk for the U. But for the second time, he kept the U in and put an asterisk instead of the C. So, you can still see that it says fuck, because F-U-K still says fuck. You'll only understand the song if you watch Jake Paul's videos. I know. That's why I don't understand the song. Because I don't watch Jake Paul's videos. Like If You Agree, you can tell that he is making fun of Jake's song. You can also tell that I doesn't watch Jake Paul because at 3:25 he says, are these their babies? Like If You Agree, hashtag Jake Pauler. Hashtag fuck Jake Paul. Not trying to sound weird, but you have a cute face. You do sound weird. If you want to know whose babies they are, you gotta watch the vlog, bitch. I don't think you guys understand. I don't want to watch the vlogs. I think that they're really bad. That's why I'm making fun of the video. It's because I don't like it. That music video did not entice me to want to watch more of Jake Paul's videos. You put way too much thought in the lyrics, like If You Agree. Someone had to put thought in the lyrics because Jake didn't. Don't get down.
Also, I like that he said like if you agree and this only has 1 like. Fuck you. Dude, like, you can make that video better? Let's see. No. Tongue sticking out, hashtag cowboy chicken leg. Yeah, you're probably right. I have no idea how to make music videos. But the vid got 11 million views, bro! Why do people try to use the views as like an indicator of a good video? That's not what that means. Gangnam Style has 2.8 billion views. The 16th most viewed video on YouTube is Wheels on the Bus. It has 1.9 billion views. This guy is so clueless, he doesn't even know Jake is from Ohio. You do realize it's like KFC, but from Ohio. I did know Jake was from Ohio. I said that in the video.
Is it from Ohio?
He is better than you, bitch, so don't fuck about it. Don't fuck about it? It wasn't... Alright, that's fair. I'm not gonna fuck about it. Dude, you're think about it too much. I don't think you're think about it much at all. Dude, the music video is good if you just don't think about it. Just like, close your eyes, plug your ears, turn on the song, it's great. Fuck you with your pineapple hair, bitch. You ruined my day, Jake Pauler for life. Pineapple hair. Oh, he's making fun of my hair because pineapple hair is like when you have it short on the sides and up on top. But he's a Jake Pauler for life. And Jake Paul would never have such a dumb haircut. Oh, he does? Okay. They are just having fun. Quite being a critis. They are having fun. Don't ruin it. Okay, I'm just having fun too. So maybe quite being a critis about me, please. If I met you, I ruin your life. By Kyling you. Trying to get some views by reacting to the most poppin' person on YouTube for the past 2 months? Fuck you. Yeah, obviously that's what I'm doing. I wouldn't be making a video about this guy if he wasn't so popular. I'm trying to get subscribers, that's what you do on YouTube. Everybody on YouTube's just trying to get subscribers. Maybe Jake Paul's not, I don't know. It's not like he ever bragged about all of his subscribers in a song. Been on YouTube in 6 months. So I commented back, yeah, obviously. And then he commented back, oh, and I know it's weird to say after hating on you, but you were my favorite Viner. I think you should do some more short skits. You're hilarious. What? You can't say anything because you only have 103k subs and he has like 10 mil subs. So by that logic I responded, I guess you can't say anything to me then because I have more subs than you. Sorry. And then he didn't respond. So I guess it worked. I guess he was like, oh shit, I'm sorry, I forgot. Oh my god, you're so right, I can't say anything. $10,000 you make in one day. You have 27 hours, bitch. I think that was supposed to come off as like really badass, but he totally didn't. He forgot to say make a video in 24 hours. $10,000 you make in one day. And then he also said 27 hours, which is more than a day. Also, I have made songs and music videos in a day. I'ma prank my friend. I'ma prank my friend. But what would I know, right? I will admit it is hard to write a song and film a video in one day if you're actually thinking about the lyrics instead of just saying the first thing that comes to your head. Chicken bitch. Don't subscribe to Danny. Jake is right about him. He sucks. Jake is right about him. Jake is right? Thirsty for views? Yeah. Shut up, just shut up, shut up. Your videos aren't even funny. Your voice ruins my day. I even muted you. Smiley face. Wait, you muted the video? You watched the whole video, you just muted it? Why didn't you just click off the video? You still sat through the entire video. Muted. Thanks for the view, I guess. You just want views. You're right. I should be more like Jake. Jake doesn't want views. Jake doesn't care about money. If he cared about any of those things, he would make clickbaity titles. He would make videos with really, really popular people. Oh, and don't even get me started about money. Jake doesn't give a shit about money. And I'm popping all these checks, brand new Rolex, and met the Lambo too. Drop some new merch, and it's selling like a god church. Started balling quick and loan, paying all designer clothes. They asked me what I make, I said it's 10 with 6 zeros. Do you like Jake Paul? No. Who let this baby on YouTube? At least he can make it to 10,000 subs. We both have more than 10,000 subs. Alright guys, well I think the moral of the story is if you're a Jake Paul fan and you see a video called Jake Paul's new song Ruin My Day, maybe don't watch it. Maybe you're just gonna get yourself mad. I don't understand why you would watch a video of somebody making fun of your favorite person. If you just don't watch it. If you disagree with it, why would you watch it? Thank you to all of you, my followers, who actually have a good sense of humor and can take a joke. It was really fun seeing all the comments that you guys left on this video. Alright, well, shout out to ProMan Vlogs. Thank you for turning on my notifications. If you want to be the shout out in my next video, just make sure you turn on my notifications and be one of the first people to comment on my videos. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.
Bum, 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 bum.